basketball Jones. I got a basketball Jones, so baby, ooh. Basketball Jones. I'm going one-on-one against the world. Left-handed. I can dribble with my tongue. Watch me hook shot with my eyebrow. Yeah, I could dunk it with my nose.
Go Squadron!
All in a day's work for the Squadron Supreme, Earth's mightiest heroes.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Listen, share, rate, and subscribe to Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, available on all podcast platforms and streaming services. Available on Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more.
Yo, this your boy Frank Nick. And there's rules if you want to get in this Marvel Studios. Don't nobody get in this motherfucker. So rule number 1, don't pop your ass up. Don't bring no extra niggas. And you better be ready to write, direct, produce some hot shit, or you will not get in. Marvel Studios, nigga, you know what it is. Frank Nick, let's go.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
1 2 1 2. Hip Hop Marvels. Marvelous, Marvin Hagler versus Hearns. Whenever Bash take turns on verses, curses on whoever stepping near the bomb epicenter. The inventors of hallways y'all can't enter. So any villain type of step up, he get injured. We pull out pins and link up like the defenders.
The end of your road, playboy, of course you're center the fold. I'm Bobby Drake versus Froze like I invented the code. You can't hold a candle to us with too much, you screw up. The podcast will tell you something good like Rufus. And we don't give 2 fucks with Bash your territory. Get the cash and the glory while the grill tells my story.
It's getting gory, the blood, sweat, and tears took us farther. When great minds think alike, combined and onslaught ya. Xavier types that Magneto grip the microphone. Scott Summers stare a human down if I don't like its song. Metal on me like I'm Dr. Doom, piece to pick the bond. We marvelous on any beat we choose to spit upon. Bash.
It's your boy Dub Floyd in the place to be, and in the place to be is Dub Floyd. This is Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel, where we got it locked from the block to the comic shop. Yes, sir, and this is episode number 52. We call this one here, Clean Up on Aisle 616.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Clean up on aisle 616. You know what I'm saying? Do remember to listen, share, rate, and subscribe everywhere you get your podcasts across the board. Hit us up on our social medias. That's at Hip Hop Marvels. That's X.
Oh yeah.
Instagram.
Twitter.
Yeah, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and Threads.
Oh yeah.
And then Hip Hop Marvels, all one word on Facebook. You know what I mean? To the right of me, we have. I got it right this time. To the right of me, we have.
You already know it's your boy JIGPOOL, Deadpool Elitist, Deadpool everything, baby.
That's right. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm Dub Floyd once again. You know what I mean?
You already know.
We got an action-packed show for you today.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? What you been up to, man, these past couple of days?
Just working, still digesting this movie. Planning to go see it a couple more times if I can. I don't know, man. It's just so much to take in, so many theories, and just seeing how many people hate Deadpool just as much as I love him. It's weird to see how much hate came from this movie.
Oh yeah. We gonna get to that, and we definitely gonna get to some more hate and shit that's going on out there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, for me, you know, we chilled this weekend.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah,
bro. I haven't had a moment like that honestly in decades. So yeah, it's
yeah, man. We definitely chilled and caught the movie Saturday. No, what was it? Friday night. Friday night. Mm-hmm. We caught it. You know, a lot of folks called it Thursday. Most of our team saw it Thursday.
Which is crazy.
Most of the squad. I'm like, damn. I said, so me and Jig, the last ones to see this motherfucker?
So it's all good.
It's crazy. It's all good though. But yeah, we gonna get right into it, man. But I wanna play something, man, because it goes right with everything, man. I definitely want to play this joint right here.
This will kind of let you guys know where the episode is going.
Yes, indeed. So let's get to it.
Oh yeah.
No, that's the wrong one.
Still, that was hard. It was a hard beat. Nice how it was coming in.
I think it's rightfully so we play this. You know what I mean? A lot of doom talk. Boy, if they don't play this in the beginning, when the Marvel logo come up, they got a meme out there
so
with
nasty,
this too.
that is probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you can call me your majesty. Keep your battery charged. You know it won't stick, yo. And it's not his fault you kick slow. Should've let your trick hold your sick glow. Plus nobody couldn't do nothing once he let the brick go. And you know I know that's a bunch of snow. The beat is so butter. Peep the slow cutter as he utter the calm flow. Don't talk about my mom, yo. Sometimes he rhyme quick, sometimes he rhyme slow, or vice versa. Whip up a slice of nice verse pie, hit it on the first try, villain. The worst guy, spot hot tracks like spot a pair of fat asses. Shots of the scotch from out the square shot glasses. And he won't stop till he got the masses. Show them what they know not through flows of hot molasses. Do it like the robot to headspin to boogaloo. Took a few minutes to convince the average boogaboo. It's ugly, like look at you, it's a damn shame. Just remember all caps when you spell the man name.
All caps when you spell the man name. And we talk about DOOM. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, MF Doom.
Rest in peace, MF. I'm about to say MFF. MF Doom. But yeah, man, you know what time it is. It's time to get into these timeline teams. Yes, indeed. So yeah, before we get started, I'm gonna hit up. You know, I was talking to him earlier. Friend of the show, friend of mine. Me and him done many of projects together. He's a dope MC. Somebody that, you know, I've been doing music with for well over a decade now.
Nice.
And
please check out my man's music.
Yeah, and we definitely been, you know, chopping it up. And we were actually working on a new project, but I'll let him, you know, tell about that.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a little special guest. I'm going to give him a call real quick.
Understood.
And we're going to discuss a little bit of the Hall H happenings.
Please leave your message for 678876659.
Let me hit up again.
We'll try again.
Yeah, we'll try again. But anyway, so so Marvel had their Hall H panel.
You always know how massive those things are.
Yeah, at San Diego Comic-Con 2024.
Indeed.
This past weekend. And there were a lot of, you know, well, there was a lot of news that broke out, let alone us dealing with the whole Deadpool Wolverine weekend.
Indeed.
So it was a full weekend for Marvel.
And they showed up there, which was crazy. And it was kind of like a spoiler. Once they did show up, I guess they gave it enough time for the movie to get circulation, and then all of the cameos showed up to.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. I was like,
kind of early for that.
Yeah, it was kind of but I guess
I didn't think they would show their hand that soon.
But I heard through the grapevine though that they showed the movie. It was I guess they had a premiere there that showed the movie, but I'm not sure. But even still, like that in that whole crowd, I don't think everyone saw the movie.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
they couldn't
at that point in time. Yeah, by now, yeah, but you know, not at that point in time. So, so they had their Hall H panel, which started around like 9. Because I remember it's crazy because it was Saturday night, and my wife and I were waiting to see Clarissa Shields fight. She had a boxing match. You know, she fought in Detroit. And shout out to Clarissa Shields for winning that, you know, winning that bout, that match. And so we were, you know, she had a lot of people on the card.
Yes.
and she didn't go on till late. So we were watching, you know what I'm saying? You know, here and there, watching different, watching different matches and everything. And then
I haven't watched a boxing match in quite some time.
So I would flip back and forth from the match to like on YouTube, seeing some of the media outlets out there that, you know, kind of was focusing on everything San Diego Comic-Con and specifically Hall H and Marvel.
Of course.
And I'm flipping back and forth, and you know, so and I see live, some of those media outlets couldn't be there, so they had correspondents, and the correspondents would kind of like, you know, what was that game they called back in the day when I tell you something, you tell the next?
It depends on where you're from.
Like telephone or some shit.
It was called telephone, but when I was a kid, they called it like Apple Peaches Pumpkin Pie. It was always a weird name depending on who was playing the game. For sure, but it was telephone for sure.
Yeah, telephone, pretty much. And they were live talking to the fans, and they would get information. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So they were saying that the Deadpool cast came, and they even brought out the choir to sing.
That was crazy to even see. I saw that on YouTube.
To sing the Madonna song. What is it? I'll Take You There.
I'll Take You There. Yep.
Yeah, which is a dope song. I love that song.
Indeed. The soundtrack was
soundtrack was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had it started at 9. And I thought it was late but I was like, my wife had to reiterate, like, she was like, babe, it's on
California time.
Yeah, they're on the West
9
Coast.
o'clock for us, so it's still midday for them.
Like 6, it's like 6 p.m. over there. I think they're like 4 hours behind. So I was like, okay, that makes sense.
It does.
So the Deadpool and Wolverine cast came out, and we'll get to that later. Because I don't want to put it out
talk
there.
About that movie yet? Yeah, we wait. Oh,
yeah,
supposed to make noise.
Yeah. I don't want to put it out there that because there's some people that may have not seen the movie yet.
And that'll give them a chance to get the whole episode without that part.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Get the whole episode without that part. So yeah, they leave, and then we go to the Captain America Brave New World. I was about to call it Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, how about seeing that trailer in 3D? Yeah, man.
Yeah, Brave New World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good movie, man.
And see, I had no idea that we had copped the 3D. Yeah, the 3D tickets.
Yeah.
And that made that movie just so much.
I feel like it was made for 3D. It was
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll get to that, but yeah, man, they looking at some of the pics from there, Kevin Feige, he talks about Brave New World, and we already saw the trailer. They released the trailer, and the trailer looks, we talked about it last episode, but what I was most excited about with that is the fact that we finally found out who Giancarlo Esposito is playing.
Right.
And
it said Sidewinder was the name.
Sidewinder. Yeah. So so they brought out Harrison Ford, they brought out Giancarlo, which that's when he, announced who he will be playing, because everybody was speculating different,
a lot of different characters they put on him. Yeah.
Sure. Well, especially for this movie, there was, and I was like, I wasn't familiar who he was playing. So, and I'm still not familiar.
Indeed. I wouldn't lie about that. I definitely am not familiar.
I'm not too familiar with Sidewinder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm hearing he's like the leader of the Serpent Society, which, if you remember,
that makes sense.
A while back, they were going to call Captain America the Serpent Society.
That was their little code name they had for it.
Serpent Society.
Yep.
Yeah. So it makes sense. I think this movie is going to have the leader in it. And, of course, Red Hulk. They showed some other footage other than the initial trailer that they released.
Well, Anthony Mackie is supposed to have made a Paul Rudd type mistake the other day. They said he released some a spoiler for the movie that the Green Hulk is supposed to be in it.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Why? So, see, I and you know what? And we'll talk about this when we get to the Deadpool portion, because I'm so glad I didn't get like totally spoiled like before I went in to see it.
Right.
Because there were a lot of shit. It was a lot of shit floating around.
Many things.
Yeah.
I don't know how they and how I feel like, excuse me, they kept those secrets because I feel like they were, I don't want to say dishonest, but they were secretive about the timelines that they recorded in.
Right.
You know, they giving photo shots, you know, of the set saying they're recording or they're filming, and they were probably already done. You know,
exactly.
I believe with, well, I'll talk about that when we get on our next topic. I think they're already got a lot of things in works already, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. It just, you know, I just get fed up with like the constant, because I know you said you refused when they released the second Deadpool trailer.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
He was like, I refuse
any
it.
of them. No, I didn't want to see any of them. I saw the Super Bowl trailer, and that was it.
And the only reason why I said, you know what, I'll see the second trailer is because of what Ryan Reynolds said. He was like, this is nothing compared to what, and he was damn right.
He wasn't lying.
He damn sure was right, because it was a lot that we were in the theater like, wait, whoa, what? Woo, you know what I'm saying? So. Definitely. So yeah, you know, they showed a little extra footage. I think they said they showed some footage of the Red Hulk in action, like full body shot.
Indeed. Yeah.
I seen a still from it, and the Hulk got he damn sure has Harrison Ford's face.
Does he have the stash?
He has. It looks like he had a full like beard or some shit.
Okay, so
like,
yeah, that's gonna be incredible to see.
Yeah,
nice. I hope they do that well.
So yeah, it looked pretty good, man. It looked pretty good. So then shortly after that, which is rightfully so, because this all fits in the same universe as Captain America. They introduced Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
The logo, I'm trying to figure out what this asterisk.
That's a strange thing right there. Yeah,
yeah.
But they're very specific and intentional with it, because Kevin Feige even had a hat on that had that asterisk on it.
Yeah.
So you know, and everybody's asking what it was, because they're not little small lightning bolts in the asterisk either. So it's crazy to see what it's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know, because that normally when they someone put a asterisk near a name,
that means it's not really
it's
that.
Not really
it's like a representative title. Yeah. So
yeah.
They might change it last minute.
Yeah, man.
That would be dope to see what they surprise us with.
Hey, you remember Secret Invasion now? Remember what happened to the Thunderbolts?
Oh, yeah.
They had a few imposters in there. So maybe that's, I don't know.
That might be reference to that. I mean, that's dope. It's
because
subtle,
because that Secret War, I mean not Secret Wars, Secret Invasion and it falls within that
whole timeline. Oh yeah.
Especially like the whole Captain America, Shield,
100%
Hydra thing.
And then you got Shield, Dagger, and what was the other one? Sword. They've all been shown on live action now.
Right.
So all of those different factions of their military and government are going to be necessary.
Exactly,
bro. Sorry, guys. That's the case.
Yeah. So yeah, Thunderbolts. They came out. Florence Pugh, who plays Yelena Belova, she came out. She's the new Black Widow.
Of course, yeah. I like her.
And I dig her character.
Yeah, for sure.
I dig her character. Then you have what is his name? The Red
Skull?
The Red Guardian.
Oh yeah, Red Guardian.
Yeah, David Harbour, who's the Red Guardian.
Oh, Stranger Things guy.
Yeah, from Stranger, and he's a good actor though. I like him.
I enjoyed his character. That was a fun movie too. It's crazy how the female driven movies get so much hate, like the Marvels and that Black Widow movie. Yeah, there were plot holes. There were things that they could have done better, but no, I enjoyed them.
Right. And then you have Sebastian Stan, Bucky Barnes, of course.
White Tiger.
And then you said White Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Wyatt Russell.
U.S. agent.
Yes. John Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, USA. I hated him at first when I saw
but that means
Falcon.
He did a good job as a villain.
Exactly.
Yeah, I always look at villains like wrestling. The more booze they get, the better they're doing at their job. And he was, you like to hate that mug on that show for sure.
Man, I was like, I hate that nigga. Like, straight up. I was like, I hate him.
It was very easy to not like that gentleman. He did a very good job at being an asshole on that show. Yep.
Yeah, I hated him, man. But yeah, he's in there. It'll be nice to see U.S. agent. So yeah, you got the whole squad, and then of course you have Ghost. and Taskmaster.
Oh yeah,
and you know, so I'm just anxious to see how that plays out. Oh, Julia Louis Dreyfus.
Oh yeah, not the and it's crazy because
what is her name on the on the?
I was getting ready to say
was
it
on.
too.
Yeah, she was on the. She was on the show as well. I forget her name, and she was on Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm.
She was on Wakanda Forever.
That tied her character into the movies, which I appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it fit. It fit. Pause. But
right.
yeah. So then up next, they introduced the Fantastic Four. Of course, we have Pedro Pascal, who's now playing Reed Richards, which I think he's a
hell of an actor.
Yeah, he's hell of
It's going to be
actor.
a different take on the character. I'd like to see how he goes about it.
Yeah. And he's getting booked. He's booked and busy.
Yeah.
I mean, we seen the
Mandalorian, all of the above.
Well, yeah, what was the other one? The video game joint, Last of Us.
Oh yeah. Oh man, just wonderful.
Yeah, he's
just crazy.
Yeah, he's wonderful on The Last of Us. And we saw the trailer before we saw Deadpool and Wolverine. We saw the trailer for it was with him and Denzel for the new Gladiator. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, like he's booked and busy, man. Like he's
blockbuster movies too. Nothing small, which is crazy.
Right.
He's doing big things.
So yeah, the Fantastic Four. It takes place in like a retro futuristic 60s type deal. And they show footage there, like a little mini. Well, it wasn't necessarily a trailer.
Yeah,
I kept hearing that it was like some test footage that they would put together.
Absolutely. They even had like
together.
A prototype car, the Fantastic Four car, pull up into the theater, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fire. Yeah, I did see that. But yeah, so they updated the title because it was the Fantastic Four. Now it's the Fantastic Four First Steps.
Okay,
so,
subtitle.
Yeah, I think it's a play off of this whole space thing.
Mm-hmm.
One small step.
Oh, I get that.
You know what I mean?
I get you.
So, yeah, I mean, it's looking good.
It's a nice little slate. I never felt like Marvel left. I just feel like because we had so many options, it just gave more room to more criticism from so many more people.
Right.
I just think we're putting the foot back on the gas. That's all.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, so the cast that joined Pedro on stage included Vanessa Kirby, and she's playing Sue Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Ebon Moss Bachrach. He will be playing The Thing, and Joseph Quinn will be playing Johnny Storm. And they show like The Thing, like because I seen some of the. I mean, of course, somebody's illegally taping the shit,
right?
But I saw some of the footage or whatever, and from what I saw, it looks like they got like The Thing kind of like Jack Kirby accurate.
Interesting.
They kind of got The Thing Jack Kirby accurate.
So that'll be fun to see.
Yeah, much different from what we seen with the Fox franchise. And all of that. Like it's more.
My man was stucco.
Right.
I don't know what they made of him last time.
Right. More comic book accurate, you know what I mean? Because out of all the Marvel properties we've gotten, I still want to see Thing vs. Hulk, like in the comic books, you know what I mean? Like just a quick round, just a quick little 1-2.
Understood.
You know what I mean?
Hulk smashing some clobbering time.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Have them both say that and say, man,
it would work.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like you said, then after that, they were talking about the movie and showed the footage. Then the Fantastic car, was briefly seen and took off and everything. So, but yeah, what we were talking about,
the big news.
The big news. What we were talking about the episode, the last episode was the Russo brothers, and see, it wasn't truly confirmed then.
Yep.
But now it is confirmed. And they confirmed that they'll be directing the next 2 Avengers movies. I think they kind of prematurely let the cat out the bag for us to know that, last episode. You know what I mean?
Right.
because it wasn't that much of a
surprise.
Yeah, like that much of a.
It's more of a confirmation than anything because we felt it. We felt like we knew it as well.
Right. So, so they said the first Avengers movie is Avengers Doomsday, right? Nobody was aware of that.
Right.
Well, first they showed Avengers Secret Wars, which everybody knew, which is why
of course,
I think they showed
Deadpool.
Yeah. So, which is why I think they showed that title first.
Mm-hmm.
Then they revealed Avengers Doomsday, and this is where all hell broke loose, right? So, they began talking about Secret Wars and this, that, and the third. So Avengers Doomsday will be replacing Avengers Kang Dynasty as the fifth Avengers movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it releases in May 2026. That's 2 years, people. 2 years.
That'll fly by in no time.
2 years. So yeah, man, like everything turned green. And they brought out a bunch of Dooms. I'm about to say a bunch of MF Dooms.
Right.
Might as well
been, yeah.
Might as well been a bunch of MF Dooms and not Dr. Dooms. But they brought out a bunch of Dr. Dooms, and then lo and behold, from the back, pause, comes
right.
Comes Robert Downey Jr. You know what I'm saying? And he revealed that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, man?
I feel like it's easily explainable. Everybody's saying, lazy casting, this, that, and the third, cash grab. Everything they do is about money. They wouldn't do it if they didn't want to make money from it. But if you saw Deadpool, you would understand. And even without seeing it, there's a timeline and there's a bunch of different comic runs where there was a Dr. Doom who ended up being a Tony Stark variant. There was a Tony Stark variant who ended up being Dr. Doom. So even without that, even in the infamous Iron Man, that run, there's holes where you can say that that's not it, but it's the MCU. So it's not going to be exact to the comics. They use references. So it's easily explainable. I think it's great. It's also a chance for us to see our DJ again, even if it's the regular Iron Man for maybe one scene. Even one scene, we would enjoy it.
Most definitely.
I would enjoy it.
Most definitely. So, and I know I was ecstatic just like these people were.
Mm-hmm.
And these people were ecstatic, man. Like, now to mind you, this is after me. This is Saturday night. I'm flipping back and forth between boxing and the YouTube and the internet.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
I mean, this is potentially one of the more entertaining characters in all of fiction. If we're going to do this, if we're going to bring him to movie theaters worldwide, then I think we're going to need the greatest actor in the world to play that character. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
New mask. Same task. What did I tell you? I like playing complicated characters. Well. All right. Like Robbie.
So yeah, man, 2 years, Doomsday. I mean, you can't get no better than that.
Yeah, that's
now,
awesome.
My thing is, I see, I hear and see a lot of people. This has like the The world divided, man.
Indeed.
The whole Marvel world, Marvel fandom world divided.
Some diehards are just like seriously upset.
Yeah, and like you said, you know, I keep hearing the words tired, lazy, desperate. Do you guys know how much Robert Downey Jr. is worth?
They have to pay him at least $80 million.
That's a hefty price tag on some laziness, my nigga.
It's nothing lazy about $80 million.
That's a hefty price tag to be
nothing lazy
doing
about
nothing.
It's nothing lazy about $8 million.
To not come up with any ideas. You know what I mean? Like, that's a hefty price tag. You know what I mean?
You imagine the complexities they have to be introducing for them to want to pay one person $80 million.
Right.
They're going to put everything they have into this.
Now, is it a cash grab? You're damn right.
Of course it is.
You're damn right. I mean, of
it
course.
It would make no sense just to say anything else.
Of course. And like we were discussing before, you know, before we started recording, you know, sometimes us Marvel fans, we're like fickle as hell, man. Like we, you know, I was relating us to, you know, being like, it's, you remember the Drake and Kendrick battle?
Indeed.
Like Marvel fans are like the neutral people. And by that, I mean, like they, you know, 1 minute they're over here, the next minute they're over here.
Yeah.
Remember what Kendrick said, I make music that electrify him and you make music that pacify him. Right? So they electrified us in the first couple of stages. I mean, not stages, phases, I should say. And now we're to the point to where they're trying to get back to that. Now, why is Marvel trying to get back to that? The whole if it's not broke, don't fix it mentality.
Because you guys complained and they tried to pacify those complaints with a bunch of different options and you still weren't satisfied.
Exactly. So after all the time of them electrifying us, right? You know, we said, oh, we need new characters. We need new stories. We need new this. We need new that. So,
and they gave them to us.
They gave them
right
to us.
away, too, in different fashions.
You can't say they never gave them to us because they gave them to us.
Shang-Chi was a beautiful movie done in its own way, in its own rights, which gave it a new character, the Eternals. If you gave it some time and just watched it, because there was a lot of characters, it's a big group. You're seeing an Eternal in the new Captain America movie. Probably want to get back to that so you can get some information on it. Don't let other people tell you something's bad.
Yeah. Shang-Chi, you mentioned Shang-Chi.
It was a beautiful movie, man.
Eternals.
Great movie.
You know, and none of these movies were like dead ass.
No, they were not.
None of these movies
you can
were
find
like
problems with every movie.
Yeah.
Man.
And none of these movies were like dead ass. Now, do I have my own personal top like 5 Marvel movies that are core to me and that I love specifically? Of course I do. But as far as the movies that they produce, they're not like I said, they're not garbage, shit like that. They're not super ass.
But you can see some are done better than others.
Of course. So with that, you know, we kept the complaints, and I will admit, I was one of them because, we were starting to slip through the cracks a little bit, you know, especially with the shows. I think them dialing the shows back kind of helped get to where we are now.
Yeah.
Because they were just like launching shit at us, like, you know, and just like throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, you know. But they did it though. So now some of you guys' complaints are that they're not doing it enough, or when are we going to get back to that? Why? So we can continue to criticize. They've been coming up with stories. It's not like they're not going to come, even with this, even with RDJ. It's not, we don't know the story yet.
We don't. I mean, we still got Agatha, another TV show coming there. They got the Ironheart TV show coming. It's a couple other shows that it's still way more content that we're going to get.
We do not know anything that's going to be going on in this movie.
And you shouldn't want to ahead of time.
And I think you guys are missing the bigger picture. The bigger picture is like, he's not going to stay Dr. Doom forever.
No. They casted a regular Dr. Doom. That's the big bait and switch.
He's a bookend for the end. Because after Doomsday, it's Secret Wars,
which we would have to have.
These two movies are the bookends for this saga, this multiverse saga right now.
Yep.
Just like Infinity War and Endgame was for the Infinity Saga.
Indeed.
So we're working with 2 years for Doomsday to come out. 2 years. It's not enough time to develop, especially with all the movies that they have in place to come out now.
Correct.
There's not enough time to like go all the way back. Let's see what he's doing in Latveria. Let's see, let's go to his original origin.
Right.
And let's follow him when he was a child, or
you can give us that in about 3-4 minutes.
Get into his inner psyche, and like it's not enough time to do that. So with Robert Downey Jr., he has enough stock in the Marvel or in the MCU to use to where we don't have to rely on a new origin story. We can just work with what we have.
Right.
To keep the story going. Because let's face it, Doom is a key part to Doomsday and to not Infinity War, to Secret War.
Secret Wars, yeah.
Right. So that was in the comics. Like he was in the first Secret Wars
Absolutely.
and the second.
I mean, Feige said it himself. He said Secret Wars wouldn't be right without Dr. Doom.
Yeah, key figure. You know what I'm saying? So instead of, reaching out to a new cast member to play this character,
right?
What better way to facilitate that than to reach out to Robert Downey Jr., which has enough backstory to where you could connect the dots somewhere.
Of course. It's easily explainable on why it's him.
And they had enough rapport in the comic books anyway.
Right.
So it makes total sense.
Yeah, their stories connect so many different ways in the comics. It's very easily fixable.
You got to realize after Secret Wars there's gonna be a hard reboot.
Right. Oh yeah, Young Avengers, all of the above.
So
we got a lot.
Yeah, so you gotta be able to set that up, and you gotta be able to get to that point. And in order to do that, I think it was a wise choice from Marvel. However, I am disappointed that Jonathan Majors didn't get the chance that he had to be Kang.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that.
Indeed.
I'm not gonna beat my man up. He's been beat up enough. You know what I mean? But I do think that they could give him another shot. And maybe they will.
Right. Right.
I keep hearing things of them still bringing Kang into the fold in like a minor role compared to
just kind of nerfing or downgrading him as the big bad. I understand.
Right. So I don't, who knows? But yeah, let's face it, we wouldn't be in this predicament now if it wasn't for that. Can we control people?
For that white girl he was dating.
If we can't control people. So you know what I mean? Everybody's their own person. So Marvel had to save their ass.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it would be easy to recast them, but we don't know the gist of what this nigga knows that was supposed to go on with him as Kang.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it really worth?
And we never got there.
To them, it might not even be worth it to even sit down with somebody new to explain everything that they already explained to this nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I get you guys' sentiment out there. Look, I see how it can be confusing. Because I will say, when they revealed him, I scratched my head. But I was like, hey, okay. Right. You know what I mean?
Like, but so far you can go with the thought because again we've been with him for 15 years already. So it's cool, Robert. But wait, Robert?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, Robert.
Okay.
Robert.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
And we know he's gonna smash it.
That's just not even the question. It's just how will they execute the story and him being who he is.
Yeah, and that's really all it boils down to. And look, the movie doesn't come out for 2 years. Like anything can happen between now and then.
Absolutely.
And we don't know how the story's written. The shit ain't even written yet.
Right. This could be a Serpent Society moment. They could be giving us a bait and switch before the movie even comes out. Who knows, bro? Who knows?
You know them niggas be lying.
that could have just been a way of them letting us know he's back in the MCU, because you got them detectives that'll find, he signed a contract here. This is a way of them saying, hey, he's back with Marvel, but he's this guy.
Y'all know them niggas be lying.
We could just be getting Superior Iron Man or something like that. Who knows?
Y'all know them niggas be lying.
All day long. You know
like Kevin Feige will look you dead in your face.
So no, I never met that man.
And say, nah, we're not coming out with that movie.
Nah.
What movie you say? Nah, we're not coming out with that.
Never.
And then next thing you know,
the whole premiere.
Lo and behold, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to play something from a friend of the show. We're gonna have him on soon.
Understood.
But Danny Quick.
Oh man, Ace Blade, indeed.
Danny Quick said something dope, man. He I'm just letting him.
I watched that video earlier.
Yeah,
that's funny. You say that.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
The people that have been saying that this is a desperate cash grab are 100% correct. And I'm 100% fine with it. I do not mind them bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, because that's how you get other projects. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is one of my favorite Disney Marvel projects so far. But we wouldn't have gotten that if it wasn't for all the money that Infinity War and Endgame made. And I know a lot of y'all didn't like all the stuff that happened in Phase 4, but because of all the money that Marvel made in the first 3 phases, they were able to try some new stuff. And now we got Kamala Khan, who's just been a breath of fresh air in everything she's been in. So if Marvel got to bring back Robert Downey Jr., Wesley Snipes, Chris Evans, Hugh Jackman, bring them on back and make that money so we can get some new stuff in the phases after that.
You got that right.
Yeah, most
Spot
definitely.
on. Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. Shout out to Danny, man. Hit on a great point. Great point. But yeah, that's really, I mean, yeah, we know it's a cash grab. Everybody knows it's a cash grab. So.
If they're paying out money, they have to be looking to make that much more money. So that's just so self-explanatory.
Yeah, man. I just, wish they would put this whole shit to bed or whatever. But
righto.
But yeah, we're gonna move on, man. We're gonna send out a few condolences, man.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, first we're gonna send the condolences out to and what's crazy is I got both of 2 of the 3 that we're gonna discuss. Rick had notified me about, and I was just like,
yeah,
wait,
I saw it in the
what?
group chat.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Hold on, no, really? Like, damn. So, first one I'm talking about is DJ Polo. Juice Crew alumni, you know what I mean? There was rumors that he was suffering from some kind of illness.
Okay.
And of course, those moments you want to keep private.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But they said a veteran Bronx radio personality, DJ Chuck Chillout, posted about his death on Saturday. And he said, this hurt real bad. RIP to DJ Polo. And yeah, man, a lot of his peers sent their condolences.
Yeah.
Everybody from Pete Rock to Eric Sermon to De La Soul's Maceo, Sway, Cool Rock Ski from the Fat Boys, DJ High Tech, Crazy Legs, Curtis Blow.
That's crazy.
And this is back like when, a lot of MCs ran with their DJs.
Right.
And actually the DJ was a part of the group.
Right. Indeed.
Something you don't see nowadays.
No.
You know what I mean?
Nah, the DJs are interchangeable so much these days.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You had Run DMC and Jam Master Jay.
Right.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Right.
Cool G Rap, DJ Polo. Rob Bass, DJ Easy Rock.
No.
Eric B and Rock M. You know what I'm saying? And, this is just something you don't see
right
today. But yeah, a lot of his peers were expressing that expressing their condolences and everything. But his real name is Sean Brown, and like I said, he was a prominent DJ and producer. He's like a key figure in the Juice Crew. The hip hop collective based in New York City. And They were formed in the mid 80s by Marley Marl and DJ Mr. Magic. And Juice Crew is one of my favorite collectors, man, because like the people in it,
Right.
the artists, the MCs in it, you know, everybody from Big Daddy Kane, Biz Markie, MC Shan, you know what I'm saying, Roxanne Shante, Cool G Rap, you know what I mean? So
that's crazy.
Like, yeah. So yeah, he used to work with Cool G Rap a lot, and you know they released a lot of albums together. Road to Riches, Wanted Dead or Alive, and Live and Let Die.
Okay.
You know, and you know how Cool G, you know how G Rap give it up.
I do, actually.
You know how G Rap give it up. So you know, but yeah, man. One of the a notable DJ figure in hip hop, and our condolences goes out to him, his family, and his loved ones. Next up is Erica Ash. So you said you recently found, well,
I knew who she was, of course, but I didn't know her by name and face. I remember her from The Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's where I knew her from.
I was watching that last night and some this morning. Yeah. But yeah, man, I got this from Deadline. It says Erica Ash dies. Survivor's remorse and Real Husbands of Hollywood actor was 46. Man, young. Erica Ash, who starred on the Starz dramedy Survivor's Remorse and the BET series Real Husbands of Hollywood and In Contempt, and appeared in dozens of other films and TV shows, including Mad TV, has died. She was 46. Oh, shoot, this just in? Oh, well, everybody know we can you know, everybody knows that the Olympics is going on now, and we just got word that Simone Biles set 2 records today, and she's the most decorated, as if she wasn't already,
absolutely
gymnast,
right.
And the oldest female gymnast to win gold.
Yeah, that's bananas.
That's,
shout out Simone
so
Biles.
shout out, yeah,
still running. That's dope.
Yeah, that's some of that black excellence. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Yeah, that's what I call X-Men excellence.
Oh yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, so Erica Ash, you know, who starred on the series dramedy Survivor's Remorse and the BET series Real Husbands of Hollywood and In Contempt, and appeared in dozens of other films and TV shows, including Mad TV, has died. She was 46.
Was on Mad TV.
Yeah, her family confirmed. I don't remember her on Mad TV though. I don't remember her on Mad TV.
She was like a side character. She was never really a main character, but I remember her in a couple of skits with Phil Lamar when he was doing the UPS guy. She was one of the workers at the coffee shop where he would get his coffee from. I remember that specifically.
Oh,
that's
wow. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Her family confirmed that Ash died after a long cancer battle, but didn't provide other details. Erica was an amazing woman and talented entertainer who touched countless lives with her sharp wit, humor, and genuine zest for life, her family said in a statement. Her memory will live eternally in our hearts. She was born September 19th, 1977 in Florida. Ash broke out as a regular on the first 2 seasons of Logo's The Big Gay Sketch Show in 2006 through 2007, and then Fox's Mad TV in the 2010s. She worked in films including Scary Movie 5, Horror Noir, Sister Code, Christie, 2 2007 Christmas picks, 2017 Christmas picks, and the 2018 basketball comedy Uncle Drew. I do remember in that
movie.
It was
Uncle Drew was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
I have no problem.
Starring Kyrie Irving, Shaquille O'Neal, and others.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Speaking of, do you remember Grandmama and Larry Johnson? Yeah, I bring that up to people. They be like, you had little Penny. Yeah, remember he was in the Blackstreet video playing the piano. Like basketball players used to have mad. Like it used to be fun back in the day.
Little Penny, yeah. I remember that commercial. I think it was it a British Nights commercial or whatever.
He had BK.
They had the basketball Jones.
I just that was a side note.
He said I could dunk it with my eyebrow. What he say? I could.
That's crazy.
But yeah, man, yeah, that's back in the day. But yeah, man, condolences to her family and Yeah, man, she definitely was talented. Like I said, she was my favorite character on Survivor's Remorse, and that was a dope show.
I've never seen that. I need to check that out.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to go. Yeah.
I've heard of it for sure.
No, it's fire. Yeah.
Okay.
I was mad when they canceled it, man. But
Survivor's Remorse.
Yeah, starring Tashina Arnold.
Oh, my wife likes her. What can I watch it on?
I want to say it came on. Don't get me to line. Hold on, we just said it. What is Survivor's Remorse? Let me see. Stars.
Thank you.
Yeah, Stars.
All right.
So yeah, Stars. So it has Tashina Arnold. I forget his name, but he plays A-Train.
And The Boys. I don't know his name, but yeah, I like him too. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that.
And it's produced by LeBron James. Damn. So it's like a sports show. Oh, it has my man too. What's his name? Ron Rico. The guy that, damn, he played on a lot of shit. He played on Sister and shit. He played on,
okay.
What is his name? I think his real name is Ron Rico. Now it's getting me now.
I'm trying to think of it exactly.
Ron Rico Lee.
Understood.
This nigga.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He's always somebody's boyfriend. Yeah, I remember him.
Sister and shit. Yeah. I mean, he was on a lot of other shit.
A lot of shows.
Yeah.
Understood.
But it's a good show. It's a good show.
Nice. I appreciate that. I'm definitely going to watch that.
Yeah, it's a good show, nonetheless. And and last but not least, man, this one
hit really close to home for you, literally.
This one fucked me up, man. When Rick hit me up earlier today and was like, Chino XL passed away at 50, man. I'm like, what? I was like, man, that's wild.
It is. It's crazy because that's young. 50's not old, man.
It's not at all. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. But yeah, so it says, and I got this from allhiphop.com, but it says, and this is like, it says less than 48 hours after the news of DJ Polo's death broke, hip hop has lost another pillar of the culture. On Monday, July 29th, it was revealed veteran Bronx-born MC Chino XL passed away at age 50. It says while the cause of death has yet to be confirmed, rumors suggest he took his own life, making his death even more heartbreaking for those who loved him.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Suicide. Wow.
Oh, man. Chino XL clearly touched a lot of lives during his time on the planet. Social media has erupted with tributes to Chino, both on Instagram and Twitter. Man, I hate hearing stories like that, man.
Indeed. You never know what people are going through on the inside.
Man.
It's dope.
Yeah, man.
It's sick.
I can't. Ugh. So it says UGK legend Bun B was among the many mourning Chino's death.
Right.
He wrote on Instagram, "This is Chino XL. He was my brother. He was a man of the people. He was strong and proud. He was one of the greatest to ever write rhymes. Intimidation on 2 feet, but a heart of pure gold. I love my brother and I will miss my brother, as many others will. My prayers for his soul, his family, and his friends, and all who supported him. Hip-hop sheds a tear tonight. Long live Chino. Chino XL. Rest in paradise." And so he's gotten condolences from King Crooked, High Tech, E40, Dante Ross, Terminology, Joe Budden, like, a lot of his peers, because he definitely was a dope MC. I remember like just hearing about him. I didn't even know what he looked like, or just
he's another one like Tech Nine. You really didn't know what they looked like until years after.
I've just heard about him, and I knew he was from Jersey, and Jersey get sort of a bias with MCs with me. But we do got dope MCs, so it ain't even like my bias is like just with some whack niggas.
Right.
You know
Understood.
what I'm saying?
I mean, that's just loyalty to where you're from. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody from Public Enemies, Chuck T. I said Chuck T. Shout out DJ Chuck T.
Right.
But Public Enemies, Chuck D, Naughty by Nature, Young Dirty Bastard, Evidence, Living Legends, Sage Francis, Stu Bangers, and the list goes on. So yeah, man, one time for Chino XL.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. And Chino was definitely, he was in the comic books and stuff, man.
As he should be. Most
He had
old heads are.
Yeah, he had his comic book line out and everything, and same thing with Public Enemy. They did. I think they used like the same publishing company to put out.
That makes sense though. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, Chino. Yeah, man. Like matter of fact, here's a tweet. I keep saying tweet, but he said, "This one's tough. I admire DJ Polo as a pioneer, and Chino XL was my brother in rhyme and art. He encouraged my graphics forward. We exchanged art books. He looked out to protect my lyric books better. He looked out to protect my lyric books better. I guess that's what he were. He supported my events. We supported his music and art."
Okay.
And then you see like 2 sketches.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Okay.
Yeah, so rest in peace, man. Chino XL, man.
Losing way too many people too fast.
And young.
Yeah.
So young, man. Like too young. And we just got to take better care of ourselves, man.
That's just it. And
Yeah,
not just physically, mentally and emotionally,
too.
man. It wears on you. People can die of broken hearts. You can poison your body by having a sick mind.
Exactly.
So all of that matters for sure.
Exactly. So allhiphop.com again. So Pac's family is woo, it looks like it's getting hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it says Tupac Shakur family recruits Jay-Z's powerful lawyer to investigate the Diddy rumors, pretty much. And those rumors are that he had a part in the death of Tupac.
And what I heard, there was some type of financial contract in his aiding in like a bounty of sort on Tupac in the name of Diddy. So it's not looking good for the guy with all the other tumultuous acts and allegations he has against him.
Not at all.
This right here is a little different because it's not just civil or criminal court.
Right.
This is going to reignite some hate.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Some deep-seated hate, and we got the people that think Tupac's still alive, whatever, but you got to think there's a lot of people that was directly close to him that lost access to him after he died, So there's somebody to blame for that. People want to blame somebody for losing somebody, and if he's to blame, no matter who he hired, he's to blame. he won't be able to sit well with that.
Well, yeah, it says Tupac Shakur's family hired Jay's lawyer, Alex Spiro, to explore resurface allegations regarding Diddy's supposed involvement in the late rapper's 1996 murder. It says, according to TMZ, Tupac's relatives also enlisted the help of attorney Christopher Clore and a team of investigators. So it says, Diddy.
There's a lot of money behind that, especially if there's Jay-Z's representation.
It says,
wow.
Diddy's culpability in Tupac's murder has been widely speculated for years, which, hell, even Eminem said something about it.
He
on
has
his
no
album.
problem saying it. Yeah,
right.
That's crazy.
The Bad Boy Records founder, whose real name is Sean Combs, faced scrutiny due to a significant role in Tupac's infamous beef with the Notorious B.I.G. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who awaits trial for Tupac's murder, implicated Diddy in the deadly shooting. Keefe D's claim received newfound attention in court documents filed by the Clark County District Attorney's Office in Nevada on July 18th, on my birthday. Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, so it says Davis has asserted publicly that he only told on himself and wasn't trying to provide evidence against anyone else in his conversations with police. Prosecutors wrote. However, this statement belies this claim, as he suggested that Sean Combs paid Eric Von Martin $1 million for the killings, as well as offered to set up a surreptitious phone call with Terrence Brown, the driver, who at one time was still alive.
Right. We lost him. That was another loophole. That's loose ends right there.
Right. So
he died young and mysteriously.
Yeah. So, he said Keefe D originally accused Diddy of ordering a hit on Tupac well over a decade ago, but no charges were ever filed against the hip-hop mogul. Diddy denied the allegations. So, yeah, man, like,
How far can you dive into that, man? Because it's just you don't expect anything less from this guy.
Look, all I can say is we're definitely going to be looking out for this because this is a big one.
And there, you have speculation, you have talk. There's a documentary out about that whole few days leading up to Biggie's death, right? They were in a convoy.
Biggie's or Pops?
Biggie's death.
Oh, Biggie's death. Okay.
It was a convoy of Jeeps. And the one Jeep that Biggie was in magically had a sticker on the wheel on the side that Biggie was sitting in. And that's the only part that got shot up. So it was like, if he'll set up his right-hand man because he was ready to leave, what makes you think he won't set up his quote-unquote competition? And the one that had one of the few people who had no problem coming at his neck publicly outside of Suge Knight. And ain't nobody gonna come at Suge Knight.
Nah.
No, not now. I mean, not then. I haven't seen him get knocked out by a little guy at the casino.
You just heard Suge's new allegation about the whole J-Lo and Ben Affleck thing. He said the reason why Ben Affleck filed for divorce is because FBI showed him some of them tapes, but it's a claim. It's not.
No, I didn't hear that. That's okay. Oh, you're talking about the J-Lo was part of the little freak off.
Yeah,
understood.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
that's what Suge was saying. You know what I mean? Suge got his little podcast.
Of course, yeah, which is even crazy in itself. That's money right there. That's just money.
Who do you believe? Who you supposed to believe? You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But yeah, man. I was like, whoa,
wow.
Okay. But yeah, man, we'll get back to that.
Yeah. Because I'm sure there'll be some more developing news.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, we'll revisit it when we got some more facts.
Most definitely. So yeah, man, Big Sean, he signs with new management and he's leaving Roc Nation, or he has left
right.
Roc Nation. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he started out with Roc Nation. This is around the time, I can't think of the exact year, but it was around the time that, Kanye was putting them on. Kanye signed them to good music.
Good music, yeah.
So he had that whole, that whole thing going on. And, I mean, he was putting out bangers with Kanye.
I feel like he was. His albums were good on the, around the edges, but some of the deep cuts were a bit repetitive. I was a fan. That album that had Blessed on it, I listened to that album. That was in my rotation.
Right.
He has a couple singles that I still have on a couple playlists, but
because he left good music in 2021.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Yeah, he wasn't good, wasn't so good.
Yeah. Only
not so good
if
music.
All you got left is Pusha T, and he's the head of the music that you gave him, and there's no music. What can we do?
Not so good music,
right?
So I guess after he left good music, he stayed with Roc Nation,
which would be the subsidiary label that the company was on. So that makes sense. But if there's nothing coming behind it,
right?
Because Roc Nation has people like Lil Uzi and Megan Thee Stallion and J. Cole, and they have their own controlled audiences that can move a lot of units at one time. Big Sean kind of struggles with that. And then whenever he puts an album out, somehow out of the blue, Kendrick is putting out some music.
Right.
Even if he hasn't put out music forever, somehow Kendrick is dropping something around the same time as Sean. So he suffers from that as well.
Yeah, he's always getting the shit under the stick. It seems like, man. Especially on drops and stuff like that.
Absolutely. And then for Kanye to say what he said publicly, that's like a slap in the face right there.
Oh, yeah, on Drink Champs.
Yeah, he said that was one of the worst business decisions ever. That was one of the worst things he felt like he did in his career was signing Big Sean.
That was crazy.
That hurts. I mean, you would lie to say that shit didn't hurt, man. That's sick.
Yeah, yeah, man. So it says, this is from Hip Hop DX. He said, Big Sean signs with the new management company. He says, I'm incredibly excited. So
did he say the name of the company?
It says he signed with a new management. With new management leaving his home of a decade, Roc Nation, sort of. It says, on Monday, July 29th, the Detroit rapper, who is readying the release of his album, Better Me Than You, has signed a new deal with S10 Entertainment.
Okay.
The company run by Brandon Silverstein. Says Sean had been managed by Roc Nation for the past 10 years. Brandon shares the vision, understands where I'm headed, and I'm incredibly excited to work with him and the S10 team. Silverstein weighed in as well. Big Sean is an incredible talent who even after topping charts, breaking records, winning awards, and headlining across the world, is just getting started. I can't wait for fans to hear the new music, which I think so too.
Yeah.
You got to realize he's a good, he's a great artist.
He's a great feature artist.
Yeah, yeah.
He can close out a song for you well. He can give you a solid hook because he has a voice. He has a really good voice.
And I don't think he got the just due that he deserved.
The full push, the full backing.
Because he always had a team. He was always surrounded by niggas.
Yeah, and it was always behind the conglomerate. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like you said, good music was a collective of major artists.
Right.
So
He was always the man behind the man behind the man and shit. So like this would give him a little bit more leeway to get out there and be liberated. From
Yeah,
all of that
absolutely. Because
shit.
he don't
You know
have
what I'm
much to prove. We know he got the lyrics. We know he got the delivery. It's just if they can give him some good production, some good marketing, and actually be able to get that man out there, I definitely think he can give himself another run.
But check this out. It said the move is not as shocking as it may seem at first. Because S10 founded in 2017 is in fact a joint venture between Silverstein and Roc.
Oh, they
Oh man.
They gave my man the option of choice. That's like when you go to those trash cans and it's two holes. One says trash, one says recycle, and then you open the door and it's just one big trash can.
Mhm.
They just make you think you're separating it. Damn, they gave my man the bait and switch.
Yeah, so I mean, but it's kind of like the same, and he's just working with because Roc Nation deals with a conglomerate.
Oh yeah,
of
yeah,
people,
absolutely.
Like you said, S10. They said S10's other current management clients, per the company's website, are Mike Towers, which is dope. Mike Towers is, he's I want to say he's Puerto Rico.
Okay.
But he's Hispanic rapper. And
diversifying their portfolio.
Yeah,
I understand.
And then you have actress, model, and singer Madison Bailey. So
they got a Puerto Rican dude and Instagram model.
Don't put it like that.
I mean, I'm being honest.
But check this out though. The roster is a lot smaller than Roc Nation, though.
All right, so you got your Spanish feature, and then you got the girl that's gonna be in the video. Boom, we got everybody.
Oh my goodness,
That's crazy.
man! And with
I'm
that
sorry,
said,
Sean.
man, with that said, we will be right back, man. It's Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel. Where we got it locked from the block to the comic shop.
Yes, sir.
Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Serving the University of North Carolina students and staff for almost 20 years, Alpine Bagel Cafe has a variety of bagels, sandwiches, and beverages to satisfy even the hungriest test taker, athlete, or hardworking staff member. Dedicated to providing fast and delicious breakfast options all day, with a full menu starting at 7:30 a.m. Alpine Bagel Cafe, University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Tell them Hip Hop Marvel sent you. Big shout out to Operations Manager Kelly Carpenter and General Manager Jason Carpenter.
What's good? It's your player partner 2 Chainz, you feel me? In the building. Money all the way to the ceiling.
Hey yo, what up everybody? This is Thigh Home.
Yo, this is Trackstar the DJ.
Hey yo, what's up? Relax your mind, let your conscience free, get down to the sound of PFD. This is Paris Fifth, legendary rapper, DTFD.
Rocking with precise politics.
Yo, what up? This is DJ Clemson.
Hello everybody, this is Jonathan Duval.
It's your boy Sheik Luch. D-Block, all day silverback gorillas.
What's good, people? This is Eternally MC.
What's up? This your boy Wyclef Jean, aka Spider-Man. Y'all already know I'm a superhero. What makes me a superhero? Come on. Hip Hop Marvel.
This is Hip Hop Marvel.
We are live at Hip Hop Marvel. So you know how we do all the things all the time. This is where the superheroes reside. You know what I'm saying?
Hip Hop Marvel's podcast. Keep tuned in because they couldn't have bridged together a better gap. All right?
Hip Hop Marvel's podcast. I'm over here marveling at all these dope sounds.
That's the chill. Hip Hop Marvel.
Right now I'm checking out Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, available wherever dope podcasts are streamed.
Right now you checking out Hip Hop Marvel's podcast.
Keep blazing that shit and all that.
Feel me? You're tuning to the
Hip Hop Marvel's podcast.
You want that?
Your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel.
2 Chain Radio.
And we're back. Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel, where we got it locked from the block to the comic shop. Please remember to listen, share, rate, and subscribe. We're everywhere you get your podcasts.
Everywhere.
Across the board. Follow us on our social media. That's at Hip Hop Marvels. X. I was about to say X and Twitter out this motherfucker.
Always. Shit, every time.
Fuck. X.
Elon.
Yeah, Elon ass. That's Elon ass. X, Threads, and Instagram. That's at Hip Hop Marvels. And Hip Hop Marvels, all one word. Facebook. And don't forget, and I forgot to say this earlier, Jig, but I forgot to let them know to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube.
YouTube is important.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We're trying to get up to 1,000 so we can monetize this thing. We can start traveling with this.
Most definitely.
We're going to keep pushing.
Most definitely. But yeah, man, we got a very special guest for the second half.
Yes, sir.
Like, look, we done did away with the Yes, Yes, Y'all segment. You know what I mean? So there's no Yes, Yes, Y'all. So this week we don't give a fuck who album came out.
We should be dropping gems right now. We going straight to the gym.
Yeah, we going straight to Droppin Gems. And for this episode, our Droppin Gems segment, we're gonna focus on this Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So on the phone,
you see it.
Yep. You see we prepared for it.
Oh yeah.
And on the phone we have none other than a good friend of mine, good friend of the show. Matter of fact, he's family. That's my bro.
Oh yeah, that's family.
We've been knowing each other for over a decade. Been working together in this music shit for over a decade. We've done numerous projects together.
Nice.
But I'm gonna let him tell it, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself. So go ahead, Phil.
Who the fuck is Phil?
Who me? Oh. You guys, me lifting weights. I was on 120, but I'm taking a break.
Oh, you feel the burn.
Damn.
Feel the burn. Yeah, man. Phil Nash here, live in effect. Phil of the future. Some may know me, some may not. Me and Floyd have a mixtape series called Phil of the Future. Very successful back in the day, once upon a time.
Right.
We still in the kitchen cooking, but right now we gonna comics.
Yes, sir. So yeah, we're gonna focus on this Deadpool and Wolverine. So it came out Thursday. Well, for the most part, Thursday. Right. Phil, when did you go see it?
I saw it Thursday morning.
Damn, in the morning?
I saw I think the first possible show.
Damn, yeah, that is Thursday morning. That means like after Wednesday midnight, nigga.
I was telling you that was all I could find was that morning. It was like 10:30 and 11 showing.
Oh yeah,
that's all I could find.
That's what. Okay, yeah, because we were gonna like our initial plans were we were gonna like host our own viewing. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna rent out the theater because Jig.
That'd have been crazy.
Hell yeah, because Jig, my co-host Jig, he's like the biggest Deadpool collector in the United States. This nigga's the ultimate Deadpool fan. Yeah, when you I mean, you could look at some of our previous videos and just see his collection, or look at his fucking videos. Fuck our videos. Fuck Hip Hop Marvel's videos. Look at his videos. He has his own page. He has over like 17,000 followers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
something slight.
He is the Deadpool core.
I appreciate that answer.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for real. So,
Indeed.
you know, of course, he was amped that this movie was coming out, and we were planning to do that, but the only time that they had available was
10:30 and 11 a.m.
on Wednesday morning, right?
Yeah, it was, and then it was a Wednesday too.
Well,
It was 2
just the
days
worm,
early.
fella.
Yeah.
It was 2 days early on a Wednesday.
We had to
morning.
work.
And we had to work.
Yeah, so
you
it
know
just
what I'm
wasn't in
saying?
the cards.
I'd have quit my.
I know that's right.
He said I would have quit that motherfucker. Like
no notice. Nigga, I'm going to the movies.
Shit.
Who's coming with me?
Facts.
Right. Who you work for? The Deadpool core, nigga.
Right.
So so that didn't go through. So the rest of our squad, they went and all seen it Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point Thursday they saw it. So it was just down to me and Jig. We were like the last two left to see it.
Saw that bad boy in 3D.
Oh, really?
Too. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, we saw it in 3D. You know what I'm saying? We saw it in 3D. And yeah, man, like shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so and I know me and you talked a little bit earlier, Phil. So let me ask you and Jig, what are y'all like overall thoughts? We're gonna start with that. We're gonna start with the overall thoughts first.
Go ahead, Phil. You can go.
And then we'll work our way down, you know, everything else.
Well, overall thoughts, man. I mean, I think everyone knows the general consensus of what feels about the number one movie in the world right now, maybe the number one Marvel movie of all time.
Correct.
Everyone's excited. I mean, it was a great movie, man. I mean, it was big time fan service,
Mm-hmm.
which, you know, this whole phase, the multiverse phase, has arguably been like the worst fan service. You know, it's been a whole lot of progressive this and a whole lot of I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but you know, when you inclusion, it's been a whole lot of inclusion. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of politics, and for the first time, this phase feel like we truly got a movie where it's zero fan service. I mean, zero politics and all fan service.
Right.
And you can see the results. You can see it in the excitement. You know what I mean? So I think the kind of speaks for itself. Overall, man, I gotta go. I mean, could it have been better? Arguably. But I gotta go 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
9 out of 10. Okay, that's not bad.
I'm gonna go 9 out of 10, man. I think it was a couple of things that I was expecting, a couple of things that I would have liked to have seen, but
Like what?
without those things, I mean, the movie's.
Give me one of them.
One of the things that, and this is because I spent too much time on YouTube listening to people what they're talking about, but
Facts.
which is why I had to go see the first show, because my whole YouTube timeline is just people talking about this kind of stuff. So I said, let me get ahead of it.
Right.
But
The whole algorithm.
I thought we was gonna get the Hulk. I thought we were gonna get
the fight, right?
The fight. I thought we was gonna get Hulk versus Wolverine somehow, which, you know, we still may get that in the future. They hinted at it.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I don't know. I guess we could the spoilers here.
Now let me ask you a question. Don't you think that's something more valuable than a single scene?
Do I
feel
think
like something that
do I think
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do I think what's more valuable than a single scene? The whole movie?
The Hulk versus Wolverine. I feel like that's something that should be. You can center that around a lot instead of that just being a single scene in somebody else's movie.
I'll give you that. I mean, it would have been a disservice for that to be anything quick or not a full focus type of situation.
Because they can fight for about a good 20, 30 minutes in the movie, and I think we would enjoy it the way them two go at it.
Yeah, because literally it was.
Well, that's my thing. I thought we was gonna get that.
Right. Okay.
Like, think of Hulk. Think of Hulk versus Iron Man and Avengers 2. Like that scene was kind of extensive.
Oh, they fought for a minute. Yeah.
Oh, you thought it was gonna be that?
And especially,
that level.
I thought it was gonna be that level between him and Wolverine. Mainly because Hawk got phased out, for
He
lack
did,
of better
yeah.
terms. This
They
phase.
nerfed him heavy.
Yeah, I
They
feel
nerfed
that.
him heavy in Endgame, which I think Endgame's overrated, to be honest. I think anybody who I think anybody who thinks I think Infinity War was the climax. I think Infinity War blew Endgame fucking water. I think Endgame was just wrapping it up, whole lot of story. It was kind of
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, okay. If you're saying it that way, yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree with
Yeah,
you.
that's
man.
what you're saying.
Infinity War had me on the edge of my seat in disbelief of what I was watching the entire time. Like,
Right.
I couldn't believe we were getting what we were getting on the
Right.
screen.
You feel like Endgame
So,
more closure
you
than
think about-
anything.
Yeah, it felt like closure for me for the most part.
Understood.
You know, I didn't really. There was a lot of stuff that happened in Endgame that it didn't move me like that.
Mm.
It was still a movie to watch, but I digress.
Right.
So since the Hawk was nerfed, it's a train going by me. I'm walking outside. Sorry.
Oh no, you good.
But since the Hawk was nerfed, and we missed so much of the Hawk in those last two movies, the most important movies of, that last phase, we missed him in both of those movies.
Right.
In this phase, he was only in the She-Hulk show as a little additive. I'm thinking with this Deadpool and Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds, and who's to say that Ryan Reynolds didn't fight for this? Because
Right.
if I know Ryan Reynolds like I think I do, he probably did fight for this scene. I thought we was going. Yeah.
In this movie, I mean, he cares about he cares about this franchise. You know what I'm saying?
You can see the love into
So
it.
that's why it makes sense for the Hulk to kind of have a coming out party for me in this movie, because we ain't seen the Hulk. he got whooped in Infinity War, and then
that was
he went and had an 18-year-old son out of the blue.
Right.
Right. He did
Right.
bring his
He got
son
his ass
She-Hulk.
whooped, then he became a father, and then that's it.
Right.
Damn.
So I thought this was kind of a missed opportunity to kind of give us some Hulk smash,
Yeah.
even if it was on some shit where it got cooking, and then like I don't know, the TVA came and teleported them somewhere, and we didn't get to see the end of the fight or something, and left us on the cliffhanger. I'd have been
You
fine.
just wanted some green. I understand.
Well,
yeah.
I think the only
I just
reason,
wanted some green and some red.
right. The only reason they didn't do that though, because that was part of a montage though. You know what I'm saying? They did that as part of the Wolverine montage. You know what I'm saying? So they only could show but so much. So
you did get the image of
because there was nothing like not to cut you off,
That's
but
fine.
there wasn't, like you said, there wasn't anything to build up to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like all you saw was
It
Hulk
wasn't. It
and
wasn't.
Wolverine. Like why are they fighting? You know what I'm saying?
You got the image of Hulk in the reflection of his claws, like the cover of, I forgot what issue that was, Wolverine, I think 40 something, where it was just Wolverine,
with the
the claws out, and you see Hulk in the reflection of the claws. You got that maybe like a half a second in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely gonna get to that part as far as the fan service.
At the end of the day, I guess that's what they had. That's all they really could do without making the entire movie about that. Because how does that not just overshadow everything, right? You get the Hulk and the Wolverine. It's kind of hard to follow that up.
And then you got to lead
Kinda
up
hard
to
to
it too,
follow
though.
that
You
up.
can't just like drop them in the middle or somewhere and just have them fight for no reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But again, it's a damn near a perfect movie. I've been seeing criticisms about the story. I mean, listen, it's starring a dude with knives for hand. Fuck the story. That is the story.
Right. Right.
Right.
That's the story. The dude with the knives for hand. Give me more of that. And they did that, man. They went all out.
Yeah, no, they did it.
They went all out.
I like your analogy. When your definition of it when you said it's just like all less filler and more fan service.
Yeah, took
You know
away
what
the
I'm saying?
politics.
Yeah, the politics. You know what I'm saying? Because
They went all out with the fan service, man. And Marvel needed that more than they needed story.
I don't think we had a MC movie do that for us. Like,
you get tidbits of it, but nothing like this.
like full on fan service throughout the whole movie. Nah, this is like the first of its kind. As far as
I'll say Civil War and Infinity War is the closest.
Yeah, the closest.
And we got to like fan service for an entire film.
Yeah,
this movie was just surprise after surprise after surprise after surprise.
Yep.
Super crazy.
So Jig, what was like your overall?
I feel like exceeded my expectations. There were some things that I felt like we could have gotten more of, but the way they packaged it, I do like the way they showed them in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot of things that I experienced with Marvel properties, and you figure, like, how would that even happen? You know, there's a couple Marvel games I played. Why would they be out in the middle of nowhere? They showed us the Void. They showed us Eliath and his traveling and the way he attacks the ground and the way he consumes people. You got to see a bit of that in Loki, but them showing that, I appreciated. I appreciated that giant ass Ant-Man carcass. That shit was crazy to me. Then, like he said, it's surprise after surprise after surprise. The cameos for me were fantastic.
Yeah,
a lot of people
we definitely
were
gonna get into
hyped for
those.
X-23, but for me, it hands down was Wesley.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna get. I don't want to jump the gun.
Oh man,
yeah.
I don't want to jump the gun too much because we're gonna definitely get into the cameos and stuff. And I agree. That was my favorite. I told you that earlier. It filled in. I was like, Wesley.
For a rating, 9.7 out of 10. That 0.3 is just me knowing all the shit I know about Deadpool and not getting some of that, but it's room for that later, for sure. I believe
it's room for it.
I believe that I'm glad they said it the way they said it, the Marvel Jesus type thing, because I'm a champion for Deadpool. I have been forever. I've always said that he's responsible for every connection. I don't believe he's the anchor being, but he's close enough to it. He's been in every team up, every team, he's been everywhere imaginable, so he can pop up. He's going to be like Stan Lee. He'll be the resident cameo. He'll be the resident, the comic relief. Just, it doesn't matter, man.
It kind of feels like Deadpool is becoming an anchor being unofficially.
Absolutely. 100%.
And speaking of anchor being, that's dope. You mentioned that too, because I read something that it was a crazy little article I read earlier, and somebody it was saying that Kevin Feige hinted to somebody that was asking him a question that old girl from She-Hulk is the anchor being for the MCU.
Not the power broker.
What is her name? Madison. They said she was the anchor
but
being.
You know he's good at deflecting. That's a good answer.
But everybody loves Madison though. Madison was dope. I like Madison. You know what I'm saying?
I enjoyed She-Hulk despite the critique. I had fun like a mug, and my wife watched that show twice. Like, we binged it, then she went and watched it again. That show was fun for me.
But no, you're right though. He could have potential to be the anchor being. But at the same time, how can he be? Because doesn't the anchor being like it's in their destiny to die? You know, the anchor being for the Infinity Saga was Iron Man. The anchor being for the Multiverse Saga, if it's Deadpool, he can't die, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
You know, so I don't know. That's a tough one, but I mean, I can see the possibilities. But that's a tough one.
He wouldn't need to be an anchor being with him having the fourth wall properties and being all knowing. It wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, he's like omnipotent in that aspect.
Perfect word, omnipotent.
In that aspect, in that aspect, you know what I mean? If they apply him to the MCU like they apply him to the comic books, like he'd be he'd be everywhere.
Yeah, the resident cameo. He'd just pop up anywhere for any reason. He can fill any hole. Pause. Yeah.
Another thing I was kind of hoping to see. I don't know if we're gonna get into it because there's so many surprises and wonderful things to talk about. Like the scale is tipped in favor of the surprises.
They missed Docking. I could have got that too.
Oh, Docking?
Yeah.
One thing I was.
Docking would have been dope.
Docking?
Yeah, he would have been dope if they had him in there.
I mean, I could see that being in the future.
Yeah,
right. You know, with Secret Wars and everything around the corner. You know, we probably could see something like that. But I was really wondering what was good with Cable. Like, I mean, I knew we weren't going to see him. I wasn't expecting to see him. But you know, like it kind of seemed like Deadpool stole his little time travel device, and then we never saw Cable again.
That's what I'm saying. Like I
agree.
Yeah. Well, I guess
did he stay in Deadpool's universe? Did he go back to the future?
He wasn't even part of the friend group.
He wasn't even part of the friend. Yeah, the friend group.
He wasn't part of the friend group.
Yeah,
I agree.
But
Domino too,
Deadpool
though.
continued to time travel, obviously.
Domino wasn't there either.
Yeah, we weren't going to get Domino. I'm not surprised. But again, like, it's just some missed opportunities. And again, we're so overwhelmed with the good shit. You know, we can never complain.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
But
for sure.
there are
for
a couple
sure.
questions.
Yeah.
There's a couple questions.
I mean, hindsight is 2020.
You
Of course,
know.
there are going to be things like, damn, why didn't we?
Why didn't
But
we? Yeah.
That just leaves room for them to give it to us a little bit later.
Yeah, for
Josh
sure.
Brolin even said he wanted to come back as Cable, I believe. He
I
said
still,
that.
I mean, the way they
Juggernaut did too. Juggernaut from X3, he wanted to come back too. They couldn't. He said it wasn't enough money.
Damn.
But that's why they made the joke about Juggernaut. It's like, oh, you're this year's Juggernaut, huh? You know what I mean? 'Cause they didn't get the same dude.
Yeah, get the same guy. Yeah, they did.
They did say
But
that.
I like how they cover, like they tried to cover like a lot of bases, and like and the Void acted as this like trash can full of like discarded
characters and
and
timelines.
shit,
I think
that was dope how they did that.
Yes.
Yeah, it is dope how they did
That's
that.
why
Yeah.
I feel like anybody saying that the story was loose, it was a reason for every reason that the story was the way it was.
And it made you want to go back and watch them old shits now.
Absolutely.
Like
I feel bad for people who didn't watch Loki. Like if you ain't watched Loki,
oh yeah, you don't know what the if you ain't watched Loki,
you really kind of lost in the sauce.
Yeah, for real. Like if you didn't watch Loki, you way lost. Like, yeah. But yeah, I think
My bad, I cut you off though.
No, it's good. It's all good. I think, you know, if people were to check the stats on like the Disney Plus, like I think a lot of those old shows are going to get bumps.
Oh yeah.
Due to this, you know what I'm saying? Due to
Like
this.
what?
I'm saying like the
old Elektra, the Blade movies and things of that nature.
Not
Oh,
old
okay.
shows. I meant movies. The old movies are going to like bumps and
Yeah,
views.
yeah, I bet you they
Those
do.
Punishers.
I mean,
I'm talking
after,
about the 5 Punishers.
Nigga, seeing Wesley, nigga,
After
I told
Spider-Man No
wifey-
Way Home,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the old Spider-Mans went up, didn't they?
all them shit got picked up again.
Yeah.
Like they was all over the place. All them old Tobey
They put
Maguire
them back
got
in
picked
the
up after
movie
that.
theaters. That's
Yeah,
how hard
yeah,
it was.
they
Oh, that's
just-
crazy.
Yeah, they put them back in the theaters and shit. And see, you know, I told my wife this weekend, I said, we watching Blade, we watching all the Blades.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, I gotta go back and see all the Blades now, nigga. Like, you know what? Because I forgot Ryan Reynolds was in
He was in Blade Trinity. And
Yeah.
then to find out that them not liking each other was a running joke that they had with each other, I thought that was even dope. Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So like just that in itself was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I should have told you, Phil, the grading system we do. I know you said you give it a 9 out of 10.
Right.
We do.
I just made that number up.
Oh,
I love
well,
it.
we go by gems. You know what I'm saying? We go by gems here. So you know it's 6 gems or 6 Infinity Stones. So you know, we go how many? You know, a perfect 6 is a great movie or whatever, or a great project, and you know, anything less than that, then you know what it is. So
I don't know how I can go less than 6 gems on this one, guys.
That's fantastic.
So you give it a full 6 gems? Cool.
Like
full
Got to, man.
Full on gauntlet. Okay.
See,
cool.
my 9 out of 10, I feel like my 9 out of 10 left room for some of the error.
Yeah,
But if it's only
That's
out of
just
6,
your little nitpicking.
I can't go.
Yeah.
I can't go 5 out of 6 or 5.5 out of 6 gems. I gotta go all 6 Infinity Stones, baby.
Yeah, all right, there you go. And that's where I'm at, man. I'm all 6 Infinity Stones. I'm all
likewise.
You know, I got the whole gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? This movie can get the whole gauntlet.
Since I got some catching up to do on the whole gems concept, can you throw some movies at me from this phase, and I can just tell you how many gems as a point of reference to my 6 for
shit.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
As a point of reference for my 6.
You said from this phase?
This phase.
Let's see. Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, I gotta go. Multiverse of Madness. I gotta go 6 gems.
6 gems. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
So
I like
you're
it.
a fan. Okay.
Yeah, I like.
That's a hot take, huh?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's not. No.
No.
I'm in agreement with you. I enjoyed that movie start to finish.
Yeah. That movie was.
I mean, it was fan service.
A lot of people beg to differ, though. They do.
A lot.
They
a lot.
do. They do. A lot
That's
of people.
crazy. The same
That
thing you
was-
say.
I mean, that was perfect story and that was perfect story
Execution.
and fan service. You got both.
Yeah, for real.
In that one.
Ooh, I ain't think.
Me.
Yeah, you right though. You right.
It's a good
fan
choice.
I'm
service and
going 6. I'm going 6.
Oh, okay, all right. What about let's see. You said from this phase. What about Wakanda Forever?
I gotta go. The cap is 5. You can't have 6 in that movie. I don't think you can. You can give it 6. Kind of like, all right, they did the best of what they could do. Because what they did was brilliant for what they, what they could do.
You can still.
But then another thing is this though. I saw that somebody pointed out like how many characters have been replaced in the MCU. But then I think I'm very cynical when it comes to the Black Panther shit.
Right.
And, I feel like they killed a lot of little black boy dreams when they killed them off in the movie.
Right. No, for sure.
And grown men as well.
And grown men, for sure. Yeah.
And it's like all respect in the world to Chadwick Boseman. I know people connected to him. And, like that ain't nothing to joke around with. But at the same time, it was very sad. It was great how they paid tribute to him.
For real.
But now we don't got a Black Panther no more. And they could have just replaced him.
Right.
They replaced the president.
Nigga,
right?
they had all the Hoteps hot, nigga. Like, for real.
Yeah. Umar was sick.
All the Hoteps was hot.
Yeah.
With that
It felt like a metaphor. And it was the same month like George Floyd got killed. So it was like, nah.
We're killing your representation.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But with that being said, I think Wakanda Forever did the best that they could possibly do, which is a 5. I don't think they can get it 6.
Okay.
Understood.
So
I respect that.
Okay.
I respect your explanation more than anything.
So that would be.
Throw me 1 or 2 more.
Okay. So you already said Wakanda is 5. So that would
No
be,
Way Home.
Yeah, No Way Home. I was getting ready to say that. Damn. Good one.
I mean, that's easy.
No, because a lot of people
That's
don't
low
like
hanging
it.
fruit. That's just really No Way Home.
There's a lot of just like it's crazy to see how much I love Deadpool. A lot of people hate this fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that are saying that they traded heart for soulless thrills, and there was no choreographed fights, no storyline. I'm like, are you guys watching the same movie?
Is everybody else like nigga?
Who paid you to say these things?
Which Spider-Man had Tom Hardy at the end at the bar? Was it this one?
That was the one prior.
Yeah, that was the one
Tom prior.
Holland, yeah, the Tom Holland joint. That was the one. Was it?
No, remember when they had Tom Hardy at the end of the movie?
At the bar, movie? And it was like they supposed to the scene he was supposed to be tying into the universe. That was No Way Home.
Yeah, that was No Way Home. Yeah, you're right.
That was No Way Home?
Yeah,
that's a 6. That's a 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Now Sony is fucking up their end of the deal.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because that Madam Web was hot.
It was crazy. I know that's not
No
the
Way
first.
Home had Venom in it.
I was going to ask him if he liked Madam Web.
Oh, you was gonna ask him? He probably don't even. That's a gauntlet with no stones. Nigga. That nigga got a gauntlet with no stones on that one.
You definitely got a gauntlet with no stones in that one. You also got a theater. You also got a movie theater with no people in it. Because I didn't see that movie.
Yeah, I didn't even see it either. I just know it's whack.
It's free right now, and I still
refuse.
haven't watched it.
Remember I told you. Yeah. Matter of fact, I told him the night we went to go see the movie. It was right before the preview started playing or whatever. I said, because you asked me, you was like, did you see Madam Web? And I was like, no. I said, there's 2 movies I went out my way to not see. It was Madam Web and that what did I say? The New Mutants.
New Mutants.
Yeah. The New Mutants.
I actually saw New Mutants.
Oh, you saw New Mutants? So
I mean, I gotta see anything X-Men related.
I know
okay, so
he's the X-Men
what's your
dude,
take on that?
I know it's not from this. It's not from this.
It's not from this.
It's close.
Not from this phase.
I think it came out after Infinity
It
War.
was supposed to be a part of it, but they aged it out by how long they pushed it back. So how many gems would you give that?
I mean, it's been so long since I've seen it. I mean, we're looking at about 2.5, 3 gems.
2.5, 3 gems? Damn. 2.5, 3 gems.
That's not even a B movie right there.
That's like.
I mean, I haven't.
That's like half the gauntlet though. That's like half the gems, nigga. That's a good rating according to you.
I'm gonna go half.
You go half?
3.
Because that means it's watchable.
I mean,
you don't think you got a little bit of X-Men bias though? You think that's what it could be?
I do. I absolutely do.
Understood.
Right.
You got to factor that in.
Yeah,
you
probably really a
appreciate the
1.5
more than how they executed it. Well,
Right.
I understand that.
Right, for sure.
I mean, I think it has some potential, but Fox was going down at the time, and it was just it was a lot of stuff that I think probably wasn't their fault.
Yeah, true. True.
But yeah, I mean that movie could only have done so well.
Right.
I would say at the time, because they didn't care about it no more. It was already getting sold to Disney, and we knew that.
Right.
It was already 3 years old.
Come after it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one more. Then we're gonna move on with some more
Let's go.
Deadpool Wolverine shit. The Marvels.
Let's go. Marvels. Yeah, I hate Captain Marvel. I hate what's that place? I hate what's her name? Brie
Larson. Oh, you hate Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Oh, you just don't like the actress.
I don't like her, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like her. I get bad vibes from her.
So it's not the character. You just don't like her.
I don't like the actress that plays her. She's got no fucking charisma. She's not fun.
Wow.
And then there's this line, and I want to say it's Infinity War or Endgame, and she tries to make a joke, and you could just tell that it was like real cringe when she tries to.
Oh, you talking about
whoever wrote the line for it?
Yeah, you talking about Infinity War probably when she came. I
think it's Infinity War.
No, was it Infinity War or Endgame?
It's one of those two movies.
You talking about when everybody was fighting? They had the big war brawl shit at the end. It was during that?
It wasn't that scene.
No, it was actually when
it
they
was
weren't
before that.
fighting.
Oh, when they weren't fighting.
They weren't fighting. They was talking.
Oh, in the
I think they
conference room.
was
In the
all
conference room?
the conference room. Go back and watch that again.
Yeah, that was kind of ass.
And tell me her line wasn't cringe.
Yeah, that was kind of ass. I do remember that.
it was very cringe, man.
That's crazy.
And that's pretty much how I feel about her. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't really bring a lot to the screen. You know, luckily it's a franchise that people already give a damn about. Otherwise,
right. My wife.
I don't think that movie would have sold.
My wife loved that franchise.
But
she loved us some Captain Marvel.
With that being said, though, the actual Marvel's movie out of 6, the way the movie was executed and everything, I mean, I think I can go 4. It wasn't a bad movie.
Right.
It wasn't a bad movie to me. Especially with the end scene. That also gives it a huge boost. But I thought it was dope how they all were like, their powers were all glitching and they were like in those fight scenes and kept switching places and shit. I thought that was actually super dope.
Yeah, that was a different take.
Yeah, I never seen
super
dope.
Like that. Yeah, that was fire.
The 3 of them together wasn't bad. I don't like Captain Marvel by herself, but the Marvels actually wasn't bad. I didn't like the villain.
Oh, you talking about like as a crew?
Obviously,
as a crew.
As a crew, it was pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
thought it was
Kamala
cool.
Khan though. I love Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel is dope.
She's
great. Yeah, she's great. And what's her name? Tiana Harris. I got a little thing for her. I don't care.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't care if we in New Jersey or if we who cloned Tyrone. It don't matter. I got a thing for her. I'm touching myself as I'm talking.
He said he told me he touching himself as he
nice.
I feel bad for the people watching me. But
this nigga stupid.
But yeah. I'm gonna give that movie a 4, man. It wasn't bad at all.
Solid 4. Okay, that's not bad. That's about what I give it. That's about what I give it. A 4 or a 4.5.
They fucked up the whole Skrull / Nick Fury / like all of that shit was a little messy. The whole Invasion series was messy. That was a branch off that tree.
Oh, the Secret Invasion? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because all of that was tied into Captain Marvel.
Yeah, you're right.
Shit. But
you're right. All right.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm glad I didn't pay to go see it because honestly, I really just the post-credit scene, which I already knew. It was already spoiled for me. I didn't mind anybody spoiling that movie for me because I didn't give a damn. So I watched it just to watch the end credit scene.
So to get back on Deadpool and Wolverine, have you seen anything that spoiled it for you before you went to go see it?
I mean, I watched the little rumors and stuff. They got some of the stuff right. They knew Henry Cavill was going to possibly be a Wolverine variant. I was kind of hoping I would have rather seen Henry Cavill play Cyclops or possibly Mr. Sinister. Those were other rumors that I was hearing, and I was really digging those.
Mm-hmm. We said Cyclops.
But even seeing them, it wasn't like spoiled for me though. But yeah, I kind of knew he was going to be in it. Nah, I didn't see any spoilers. I mean, we heard about the cameos. I heard about potential Blade being in it. We all heard Elektra was going to be in it. I think Jennifer Garner was on the damn Wikipedia page, and for the longest, we already knew she was confirmed.
See, those are some of the ones I heard like months. I'm talking about way months in advance. So by the time the movie came around, I totally forgot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just talking to Jig about spoilers like before we went to go see the movie, and I was telling him I saw the second trailer, you know, because they dropped the Super Bowl one, and then they dropped the second trailer like close to, you know, release date. And I saw the second one. That's the one that had you got to see X-23, you got to see Lady Deadpool, shit like that. Dogpool, I think, was in it. And I only saw that one before. Well, I only saw that because before that I saw it was a clip of Ryan Reynolds talking about, like, you know, how people are complaining that they seeing too much. He was like, you know, we're just showing you shit that, you know, we only showing you shit that you already seen. Right. Like, we're not showing you.
Imagine how much
we're hiding. So I was like, all right, well, shit, I'll peep this trailer. You know what I mean? Jig, on the other hand,
I was hearing rumors that, I mean, before the movie came out, I kept hearing that, you know, a lot of this trailer, the movie's like over 2 hours long, and a lot of this trailer's in the first 30 minutes. And that served to be true. Everything that we saw before the movie was all in the first 30 minutes, pretty much. So they did a great job not letting too much get out.
Yeah, for sure.
And keeping us interested at the same time.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, because they a lot of that, I did notice that, though. A lot of it was towards the beginning. You know what I mean?
Most
that
of
third, like that third
films.
act. The third act, I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I guess moving on, we'll talk about some of the cameos and shit, since we got our overall, you know, gradings and everything on the movie. So
what did you give it?
Oh, I gave it a full gauntlet. I said it already.
Full 6.
Oh yeah. I think we all gave it a full gauntlet.
Yeah. I gave it a full gauntlet. This shit was, you know, like you said, the fan service. This, like you said, the story could have been a little bit better. The story could have been a little bit better, but other than that, you know,
I mean, not much better though.
Yeah,
not much better. I don't want to be the guy that's complaining about the story.
No,
I understand where people are coming from.
I'm saying a tad bit better. Yeah, not even like a pinch. You know what I'm saying? Not even, because that's a lot of the complaints. Well, I wouldn't even necessarily say complaints, but gripes that people have. They're like, it don't have much of a story. It's just pretty much all fan service. And
I'm curious of how many of those people seen.
But I'm cool with it.
1 and 2.
No, I get what you're saying too. But I'm cool with it being nothing but fan service for a Deadpool movie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Deadpool is fan service, isn't it?
Exactly. Like,
on some level.
Yeah.
Like, he is literally the epitome of fan service.
Epitome of fan service. Nigga, he caters to us. He talks to the camera. Nigga, like, you know what I mean?
You know one thing that surprised me about this movie?
What's that?
The fact, you know, it was a lot of speculation about how Disney was going to do with their first rated R movie. And not necessarily the reception. I knew the reception would be good because people want to see fucked up shit. But I was surprised they didn't water it down at all. This was probably the most raunchy Deadpool movie of the three.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it didn't, you know, I was expecting for it to feel a little more watered down somewhere. It didn't feel watered down anywhere.
Nah, they didn't water anything
Violence, dick jokes, cocaine jokes, everything.
Cocaine.
It was
that devil's dandruff had
they
me
did not
dying.
like
Devil's dandruff. That shit had me dying.
I said the devil's dandruff.
Never heard that
Damn.
before. I heard a lot of them.
Yeah, I heard a lot of them. Booger sugar, all that shit. She said devil's dandruff. I said that's a new one right there.
They whipped out some new ones for Disney.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah, they did. They did. All right, so
definitely put out some new ones.
All right, so we're gonna go with cameos. You know, well, of course, we know Hugh Jackman. He's Wolverine. And you got Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I guess we could start with, like, we'll ease down the timeline of the movie, and then at the same time just like dwell on different characters or Easter eggs we've seen or whatever. So when they showed Deadpool at the gravesite of Logan, what was going through your minds? Like, because I had no idea like he was gonna dig this motherfucker up. Like,
that's exactly how I imagined it. I just
thought maybe he was paying homage or some shit, but then he was like really digging this nigga up.
Yeah. It was wonderful. I
thinking that he's gonna regenerate? Like
who knows? Who knows what he thought? Who knows? And maybe he thought he got there right after. He still had time. Maybe maybe he thought he would regenerate, but I don't know. It was brilliant to me.
But you called it.
I did
many moons ago on this
very podcast.
On this very podcast, you stated it that
he would be violated by the TVA. They would visit him. This is before any trailer had ever come out.
Exactly.
I said it word for word.
Really?
Yeah. It's documented.
It's documented.
You go back and check the date on. What matter of fact, was it Pool Party?
That was the name of the episode.
That was the name of the episode.
Pool Party.
The name of the episode was called Pool Party.
Yep.
And
I said it word for word. He would be violated by the TVA. In the comic books, he was an employee of the TVA. They would come for him, and then that would be how he jumps through the multiverse. Ben said that, and that would be how he gets Vanessa back.
And bro, when the trailer dropped,
after seeing the end of Deadpool 2, that wasn't a huge surprise anymore.
Right. When he took the device. That's
when he took the device, it was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then he went back and you saw him start correcting stuff at the end of that movie.
If you saw that, you saw Loki, and you can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, man. You pretty much had the plot for this one. You know 100%. What I'm saying? Pretty much had the plot for this one. Which, I mean, it was telegraphed a little bit, but they made up for it, with all of the fillers in the movie. So, but yeah,
it was definitely worth it.
So I love the '90s aspect to it,
100%.
Because let's face it, like Deadpool is a '90s character. Yeah, like he was created in the 90s. Yeah, he's a '90s character. I love the Backstreet Boys shit. When he was fucking shit up.
Oh yeah,
fucking the TVA up. You know what I mean? But he told everybody, I'm not going to use no weapons.
that intro was wild, man. I would have been satisfied with just that.
That intro was very wild. They hid that from us because they showed that scene in the trailer.
Yeah,
but he wasn't holding Logan's skeleton. He wasn't fucking him up with the skeleton.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah,
so that was pretty dope how they unveiled that in the movie.
Yeah,
it was like, oh shit.
It was
fucking him up with Logan's skeleton the whole time.
A lot of nut shots.
I want to go back and watch the trailer now and see what weapon he was using in the trailer.
It looked like a katana.
It could have been. Could have been a katana. But it was a pause. It was a lot of nut shots in this motherfucker too, man. God dog. Like
he was tearing.
Motherfuckers getting shot, hit, stabbed in the nuts. I'm like, damn, man.
It was glorious.
It was.
But yeah, so he so he digs up the corpse, the bones, and proceeds to kick the TVA's ass. But then they flash back, or was it flash? Yeah, they flashed back to his party. Oh, so now he's working for that car company.
Yeah.
Shit. What was it called? Car something like Car Max or some shit. And he pretty much retired. How you retire from being Deadpool, I don't know. But
it's crazy because somebody said the only thing that was missing was a Mint Mobile reference. But when Peter first came in, that little tan jacket he had on was a Mint Mobile jacket.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's
cool. Had Mint Mobile on the jacket.
That's crazy. I didn't even peep that. That's crazy.
That's great.
So yeah, he retired, and he this is after he used the time device from Cable. So he goes and he's chilling with his,
because he brought people back, if you notice, in that room.
Yeah,
they were all dead.
Yeah,
almost all of them.
Yeah, almost all of them was dead. Yeah, so he was chilling with,
I know Shatterstar was dead.
Nigga, he was one of my favorite characters from the X-Force back in the day, Shatterstar and shit. But they did him dirty. But yeah, so we see everybody in the room, and then they're celebrating him, and he gets a knock at the door, and it's the TVA, and it's the, what do they call them? The it's a specific, the time, what is the
time variance authority?
The name of the soldiers specifically.
Oh, the officers. I don't recall them.
They're like time officers and some shit like that. But they take him to Paradox. He's a TVA agent, but he's working off the grid apparently.
Oh yeah,
this nigga working completely off the grid. Because B-15 Agent B15?
I think that's her name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she which I was glad to see her because that it gave that whole Loki connection.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so you know what I'm saying. So I was glad to see her, but she, you know, she was there, and you know, later on we find out that he was doing all the shit off the grid or whatever. He proceeds to tell him. Now this is where it kind of got redundant for some people because it was like, it's the same old timeline shit, yada yada yada. He pretty much was explaining like and that was people's gripes too. Like, how many times we gonna get explained? This is the main timeline. This timeline is this and this and that.
Many times you have people asking, which timeline is this?
Right.
Why is this one alive? Where is this?
Oh, trust me, I don't have an issue with it.
So
it's just,
they have to. Sometimes you have to educate people excessively because you have ignorant folk that will ask questions that are easily answerable by you just either reading or reading.
Right. So he's just saying that you know, by him going back in time and fucking shit up, like his timeline is gonna be destroyed in some time. But Paradox apparently made a device that speeds up the process, some shit. And so Deadpool basically is just going on a quest to trying to save his timeline, and ends up I'm trying to figure out how he linked up with how did Wolverine fit into the equation? It was
because he explained that the anchor being
was Wolverine. Wolverine.
What keeps the
so
going.
his solution was, let's just go get another Wolverine.
So he said, okay, I'll find you another anchor being, and that's why he said you can't replace an anchor being, but clearly you can. It's just he just didn't think he could pull it off.
Exactly.
And he did.
And he did.
It's nothing that man can't do. I've been telling people this shit for years. I don't understand. They won't listen to me.
Hey, I'm telling you, when I tell you he's the biggest Deadpool advocate in the world, man, like he's shit. But yeah, so this is when we get that montage with the Hulks. So he goes and he's going through different timelines, I guess, to try to find a Hulk. I mean, not Hulk. Did I say Hulk?
You did.
Wolverine. I'm sorry. To find a Wolverine. And he's going through different timelines.
I have a question.
Yeah.
My friend says there's nothing that Deadpool can't do, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you just said?
Yeah, that's Jake, yeah.
Okay. So I want to know what happens if Happy Hogan hires Deadpool instead of rejects him. Because that was, in that scene, Iron Man's still alive, by the way. You know what scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The job interview.
We was going, yeah. So if he gets
does
hired,
Infinity War even happen? Does Deadpool stop the whole? Does he save the universe? If Happy Hogan hires him right there in hindsight?
No.
You don't think so?
That's the grandfather paradox. Because guess what? That would just introduce Thanos for another fucking reason, and he would still want to snap for another goddamn reason. It would just be because of death rather than him trying to balance the universe.
Damn.
It would still get us the same result.
Yeah.
He would still be back.
So he is inevitable.
Isn't that what he said? And if you look at every timeline, every timeline where they tried to go back and get rid of Thanos, he either waited or his baby version either killed everybody or
like he knew they were coming
always.
But this is why Thanos is one of my favorite Marvel characters. It's crazy because it's crazy, Phil, because me and Jig, we developing another show under the podcast umbrella called Deadpool vs. Thanos because they're connected by death. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We would have still got the same result, and that would have still happened. And I that was a wonderful question, but very easily connectable.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I just had to ask an expert. Continue.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great question.
So yeah, where did I leave off? So he goes out, he seeks out a new Wolverine. And that's when you get this montage of different Wolverines. So I like the different variants.
Oh yeah.
They even had the Berserker 2099 joint Wolverine.
The Age of Apocalypse.
I mean, they had the Age of Apocalypse, yeah.
The Berserker Wolverine, it was wonderful. That black and red out. It was
Black,
like all
yeah.
black with that little small red stripe thing and the
yeah.
wild hair.
Yeah.
He just proceeded to beat the shit get out of here, man. It was wonderful.
The Age of Apocalypse Wolverine is the one with the missing arm, right? Which one was the one with the one arm? Like, he got one arm. And the other one is...
I don't know.
I think that's Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, that's Age of Apocalypse. Right, yeah, Age of Apocalypse, yeah.
Then they gave us the comic accurate.
In the cartoon when he was in the future, did he have one arm? When like Storm had the mohawk and shit? Did he have one arm?
Yeah. Towards the end, yeah. Sure.
Yep.
Okay. I think that's him. Maybe.
Yeah, that's Age of Apocalypse. Yep. That's Age of Apocalypse. So then you had comic accurate Wolverine, which he looked shorter than the that nigga. Yo, they went to the bar.
That 5'4" was just too funny hopping off that stool, man.
That motherfucker hopped off the stool, my nigga. It had the comic accurate red. Silly. No, he had the comic accurate black shirt with the V-neck shit. Like I said, this stool and Hugh Jackman face on it. I said,
that was crazy.
That was funny.
I'm so glad we didn't get comic accurate Wolverine.
Could you imagine, bro? Yeah. Like. Could you imagine that? Like it just and
Hugh Jackman's like 6 feet tall.
Right.
That's why they gave him that small little part when they were fighting with him running on all fours to show him, with a smaller center of gravity. I think that was really cool to see.
I do like that.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too.
I enjoyed that because a lot of the complaints were that some of the and this is all across the board in the MCU, that some of the heroes and villains, they don't fight in their fighting style.
Yeah.
Like we read about and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So with this one, seeing Wolverine crawl, on all fours and shit, like, oh man, because he's like animalistic.
It's crazy because Sabretooth did that in X-Men Origins.
He did.
100% did. He
but Wolverine didn't.
But Wolverine could do that shit too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like if you notice in comic books, you notice in some comic books, because a lot of people fail to realize that, like Wolverine is like Logan is he's animalistic. Like some artists will draw him with fangs.
Oh yeah,
and some won't.
Feral, yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen that. Some artists draw him.
I've seen Wolverine with fangs and white eyes, not with his mask on.
Exactly. And I've seen Wolverine where they drew four fangs, like the bottom and the two top, nigga, like straight beast and shit. So I do like that aspect. They showed Patch with the white suit, which is necessary. Somebody, and I gotta go back and see this, but somebody pointed out that to me that Puck was in the same scene at the table gambling. Puck from fucking
X-Men?
No, Puck is from
Alpha Flight.
Yeah, Alpha Flight. So
did they say his name?
I don't think they said his name, but I think he was just in the background.
He probably is in that scene.
Background in the scene, like gambling or some shit. And I was like, yo, if he's there, man, the fan service is fucking ridiculous. It's already ridiculous. Right. But if he's in there, so that just lets you lead you to believe that Alpha Flight could be in
it's possible. You never know.
Excalibur and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Alpha Flight would
be. I think the direction that Marvel's going in, I think there's gonna be a lot of surprises. I think they understand. I think they appreciate what they have now more so, and because they seen it kind of slip through their fingertips this past phase, and now that they've kind of got the trust back,
right?
I don't expect them to fuck it up again. I hope not.
Right. No, I don't expect them to fuck it up again. Right. They got the ball is back in their court. So yeah, you're going through the whole montage of Wolverines or whatever. You see Henry Cavill. I wasn't too keen on it. At first I was shocked and surprised. Yeah. Cause remember in the theory, we was like, oh shit.
I like the way he did the hand reload like he did from Mission Impossible when he's popping the claws out. That was a nice little reference to his other movies. I feel like that's who they should keep it as.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious.
I think his stature is just
too big.
Yeah, it's too big.
But Kevin Feige exact words is we're going to see a different take on it. I can't see them going small. I can't see them going small on the Wolverine. So why not give us a big? You saw how he bust that motherfucker through the wall. That shit looked awesome. It looked great. Give us a big menacing.
So you saying even bigger than Hugh Jackman, because he's beefed up. He's jacked up.
Hugh Jackman is kind of cut though.
But I'm saying Henry Cavill is more
he has a lot of he's a bigger stature.
You think Kevin Feige want to go like an even bigger?
Absolutely. I believe this next Wolverine's going to be large and in fucking charge. Simply because I believe the Cyclops is going to have an all-American boy next door look. It's not going to be like what they think it is. They're not going to give us a strong-looking Cyclops. It's too much of a story.
You don't think so?
No. I think he's.
I beg to differ.
I think he's going to be like a football. He's going to look like a football quarterback. He might be, in shape, but
like a jock and shit.
Yeah, I think we're going to get an all-American look.
I can see that then.
Blue eyes, chestnut hair.
Yeah, I can.
You know what I mean? Just the quarterback body.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
But Wolverine, he needs to be menacing. We need to fear him. We're not going to fear a 5'4" dude.
No, I ain't saying he should be comic accurate, nigga. That shit was hilarious.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants a small Wolverine.
I would have went to that bar and saw him hop off that motherfucker and be like, nigga, you might as well hop your ass back up in that seat. Nigga.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we got a lot of renditions. Oh, and then of course we have the what was the brown tan suit?
Oh yeah.
Against
Hulk. That was with the Hulk.
Yeah, that was with Hulk.
Popped out. Yep.
Yeah. So I saw that. I went crazy. I was like, oh shit! I never thought I'd see that suit. Yeah. I never thought I'd see that.
I wouldn't be mad. I don't think this is going to happen. But wouldn't it be amazing if we got to see Wolverine versus the Red Hulk? Since we know we didn't get to see him fight the Green Hawk, and we know that Animanium is gonna be in Captain America 4.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah.
Like what? Because what happens in, not to jump movies, but when you see at the end of the trailer when Red Hawk throws down Captain America's shield, what the fuck is Sam Wilson gonna do after that? He gotta call the Wolverine, right? I don't know what the fuck he gonna do after he loses the shield.
I was always wondering that too. I said, damn, and this nigga don't have any powers. Nigga,
you can't fight him hand to hand, so you
like
who is how that's gonna work out.
Yeah, for real. Who he gonna call?
Henry Cavill on speed dial.
Well, I think that's where Isaiah Bradley's gonna come in.
Yeah, now he got powers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he can take a few of those hits and give a few.
Yeah, Isaiah Bradley could definitely do that. Yep. That's where he gonna come in. But yeah, not to switch movies. But so yeah, we go through that whole montage. We got more cameos.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He gets pruned, goes to the void. Him and Wolverine, and they run into who we think is motherfucking Captain America,
which was brilliant.
Which was brilliant as hell because we were like.
Everybody was hyped. Cap, yes. Cap.
He pulled it off. We was like, oh shit.
So y'all didn't know it was going to be Johnny. You didn't think it was Johnny Storm at all. I knew it was Johnny Storm.
I didn't think so.
We didn't think it because they just showed him Cap on the screen.
Yeah, and that was the connection I kept with them showing it and them.
They bait and switched
him.
us like on some shit like. All
and
right,
they covered up his shirt on purpose, but he had on blue.
Right,
sure.
He had on blue, but they covered up the middle part. He had that damn hoodie.
Exactly. So
from that, when they showed that, I knew it was Johnny Storm. I knew it wasn't Cap.
So then when he
literally
good one. No cap. Nice. That's the MC. That's the MC.
I throw him in there when I can.
That's the MC. But when he lifted it off and lifted the hood off and said "Flame on," I was a geek though. I was like, oh shit, and then I'm like, oh shit, he about to fight Pyro, nigga. So we got two of the fire niggas fighting against each other. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
That went away real quick.
That went away real quick. I said, man, they made damn Johnny Storm look like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? So,
he got roughed up a little bit.
But
I thought he was dead after he banged his head on that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got Sabretooth.
I'm surprised he got back up.
Sabretooth,
Lady Deathstrike, yeah, Toad.
Lady Toad, yeah,
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
So many.
And then Cassandra Nova, her character was dope. I like the actress that played her.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she can her putting her hands through niggas' heads, dragging them and shit. Like
I found the comic panel seeing how they did that. And it looked exactly like the comic.
That's some
panel.
Doctor Strange shit, yo. When she drug
that's what it reminded me of.
When she Doctor Strange, when she drug remember when she met Paradox out in the
drug
street?
Him down the
subway steps by his head inside out. Nigga, like what the hell? I was like, yo, what the hell? But we had plenty of cameos. Anybody I'm missing?
As far as them, I mean, I'm sure.
Because I'm speeding down the line.
It's just as much as we can see right there on the surface. Because it was a lot of different characters. If you scrub it, you'll see a lot of different people.
So then we get to the fight scene where they're in the van. That shit was brutal as hell. That shit was crazy.
That was an awesome fight.
And these niggas fought to the break of day.
Yeah, they literally fought all
to
night
the break
long.
of dawn.
Yeah.
Nigga. Like,
I thought that was awesome.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so they fought, and then what turned out to be X-23, I think, was who got in the car and drove them to where they were going.
Yep.
And then you see motherfucking Elektra and
Channing Tatum coming out. That was 10 years. And it's crazy because he was supposed to be Gambit 10 years ago. And due to him being in G.I. Joe and his schedule conflicts, he couldn't be in the movie. So that was a kind of full circle moment for him. I'm glad it actually happened.
Yeah, that's one of Phil's favorite characters.
Gambit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ain't that right?
Remy LeBeau.
Ain't that right, Remy LeBeau? Actually, if you go, because see, little do people know, Phil used to be a part of Hip Hop Marvel's podcast.
Yeah, as he should be. Nice.
And one of the earlier episodes, we named it "Drinking Wine with Remy LeBeau." Remember that shit?
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
I want to say we did it, right?
Yeah.
We definitely drank the wine.
Yeah. No, we was fucked up doing that podcast. Yeah,
they could have did the funniest thing when Channing Tatum walked in the room. He could have said, "My name's Jeff." That shit would have been funny as hell,
bro. They said,
I'm glad they didn't do that.
He said, "Who's your dialect coach? A minion?
Yeah, a minion?" Yeah,
bro.
I thought Gambit was awesome.
Hey,
I felt like Gambit was perfectly done. His attitude, his mannerisms.
I was surprised.
Even the funniness of him, I thought it was perfect.
The only thing for me, like, I thought he was great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't need a full movie of him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
No.
And that's my only thing. I don't need and it just made me. It gave me a sigh of relief.
Yeah. You can do him like Hulk and add him into the fold in each movie to give him a little.
It gave me a sigh of relief and joy at the same time. I was like, "Oh, he's a delight to see," but I don't need the whole movie. No. I'm glad they didn't do a whole movie. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you want Channing Tatum Gambit back?
No.
Nah.
Not in his own movie, but do you want him back or do you want somebody else?
I want somebody else.
Yeah. I'm glad he got to do that, but he should not stay. He's too girthy.
He's too beefed up. Paws. I see.
His head in the little headdress doesn't look right.
He looked like he had a Batman cowl on. He couldn't even move his neck side to side.
Yeah, I agree.
Didn't they make that joke? They said he looked like Batman.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he said
he can't move his neck.
Yep. Yeah, he can't move his neck like this nigga. And
Deadpool now.
He too beefed up, Paws, but like he I see Gambit as like thin. You know what I'm saying? Slender. Yeah. You know what I mean?
A little more agile.
He can move around, flip. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So who would you all like to play Gambit in the future?
That's a tough one.
Timothy Chalamet.
Who was that?
Give him 20 pounds.
Doom. Is he tall enough?
I think he's 5'11".
Is he?
You say from Doom?
He's 5'11", then he's tall enough.
I don't think I know.
I would say 5'10".
The last Willy Wonka.
Oh, him.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The last Willy Wonka.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I can see that now.
I mean, he speaks French, so that
helps.
That was my basis of choice.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he gives me the Gambit look though. I think he
shave him, give him 20. You give him 20 pounds, maybe shave him up. He does have a weird shape.
I would say head. 20 pounds, and you got to age him up too, man. He looks like a little boy.
He does have a weird shaped head. Now that I'm thinking about his face, it's really.
I mean,
I said a weird shaped head.
It does. It's kind of like a stop sign. So it wouldn't fit.
It wouldn't fit in
it wouldn't fit in that cowl,
yeah.
right? So I'm gonna have to
damn
take that back.
He said he got a
it does. It's shaped like a stop sign.
A stop head, nigga. Oh shit. But so
who you taking for Gambit?
Who would I pick for Gambit? That's a tough one. I don't know off the top right now. Like, that's a tough one.
You're gonna have to think on that one
because that's a
they gotta let us know in the comments. Then
please let us know.
That good. Yeah, look, see
get this motherfucker back.
I mean, can we not have him? Like, what the fuck? Man?
He said, get this motherfucker back on the show. Yes, Hip Hop Marvelites, do chime in. You can hit us up at hiphopmarvels@gmail.com. Let us know who should play Gambit. That's actually a good question. Great question. But yeah,
I want to know what people are gonna say, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told you that's his character. You know what I mean? So then we have Elektra. She looked great. Jennifer Garner, she looked great.
Yeah,
and that's only we only got her because we couldn't get her ex-husband. Mm-hmm. That's only So he's on the sideline watching the kids and shit.
There was a spot when they all came out the minivan towards the last act. It looked like a little homage to Midnight Suns.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean.
Elektra, all of them. Of course, we're missing Daredevil, but
it's definitely a Midnight Sun.
Yeah,
because we're gonna see that.
I just got finished playing the video game, and there's a lot of people that are interchangeable to that group. That's not a bad spinoff that I wouldn't be mad at either.
Yeah, no, that's coming. That's definitely.
You got Moon Knight. He's already out there. There's a lot of characters that's already in place. And that'll be real easy to do.
Yeah, that's definitely coming.
I think unofficially though, that was what we were saying. I think that was on purpose.
Thank you. I felt the same way, just the way they showed it, the way they packaged it in slow mo, standing there.
Some more fan service.
Absolutely.
More fan service. So yeah, we see Jennifer
Garner. Even that line that Blade had when he was like, "I'm the only Blade." And
we were gonna get there because I was we were gonna get there because he was definitely next. So then Wesley pops out and pause, but nigga, you see how loud I screamed when he came out?
That was one of my favorite parts.
Yo, he came out there. I was like, yeah. The whole movie theater was quiet, but it was just me going, yo, because I was not expecting that shit. And yeah, man. Shit, Blade was my shit.
It was. To this day. I had it on VHS, man. I played that movie religiously.
Blade was my shit back in the day, bro.
Movie start to finish.
Man. Hey, that was my shit back in the day. Yeah. So to see him.
Motherfuckers always want to ice skate up here. And I love that they gave him a chance to say that shit. Yep. As they should have.
He said they still ice skating uphill. Some shit. Something along those lines. Yeah. They said they still doing it. You know what I mean? Like, and then the fact, like you said, Phil, he said, it's only one, blade. It's only going to be one blade. Yeah. So what do you, not to sidetrack a little bit.
That was a sneak diss, but it was on purpose for sure.
He's been publicly dissing this new Blade franchise openly. And I don't know whether that's just hyperbole and, adding to the fuel to make people want to see it. But he keeps saying they don't have the secret sauce. So if they add him, it would be very easy for that line just to be, hey, I'm still Blade, and this next one is either my son, my brother, a part of my lineage or progeny. So I do believe that they're gonna have to put him back in this movie. It would make
sense. So do you think the new Blade is not actually replacing Wesley Snipes? He's just
they've lost 3 directors,
receiving the baton.
Yeah, 2 producers. It's 3 new scripts, a bunch of reshoots. Yeah, so I feel like they're going back to the drawing board with this.
You might as well look. They already got RDJ back. They got RDJ back. Let's go back to the whole "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" shit. You know what I'm saying?
Give us Eric and the way the story was. And of course, Fine Whistler. I think the old man's dead, but either way.
Don't he got a daughter though?
Yeah, that's my point, bro.
It's so many connections and ways he can go. You can add his daughter, nigga.
Absolutely.
Like
very, very easy to keep this going the right way.
Yeah,
very easy.
So I wouldn't be mad at all if they kept Wesley, man. Like just keep it going because he can pass on the torch too.
And he looked great. Even at his older age, they packaged him.
I mean, is he 60 yet?
He lost a lot of weight.
61, I want to say.
Damn.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight, but he still looked good though.
They packaged him. He looked like an aged Blade, which that's what he would be. Yeah, man, that shit looked great to me.
Yeah,
man.
It do. Yeah, he do.
And I feel like the Marvel universe has so much room for old man characters.
Absolutely.
Old man Logan.
Yep.
Old man Hawkeye.
Yep.
Nigga, I would make a whole like show of that shit.
100%.
Like of the old superheroes and shit, like Old Man Logan, Steve.
They do young ones all the time. Why not?
I definitely think we're going to see Old Man Logan.
Yeah, 100%. They show that we're going.
I think we're going to get Old Man Logan.
Oh yeah, they did show that in the montage.
They showed that in the montage. Not to mention the Ant-Man carcass was directly from Old
Man Logan. Yeah.
It was from the comic book. That was from Old Man Logan.
Yeah,
the comic book.
You're right. Yep. Damn, that's crazy how they just tied a whole bunch of shit.
Everything. He closed so many loopholes with this movie. He fixed so many things all at once, man. And again, I've been said it. He would be the key to fixing everything, and he did it. He did it. You see my last video it wasn't my last one, but it's going viral right now. He fixed it by his goddamn self. And I said that.
The fight scenes were great when they all got out and start fighting.
Yeah.
I like how they used Gambit. It was nice to see Gambit finally like fighting in real time, and then like in live action, seeing his staff glow and him throwing the cards.
But that right there was a testament to why I agree with Phil with not keeping Channing Tatum. You can tell he doesn't have the athleticism to do the staff. That's why all you got was it glowing in one stab. There was no spin, or no flips or anything like that. For real. Yeah, he couldn't give you that, and you can't switch up too many stunt doubles because you can't get a big stunt double on a big dude. It just won't. It wouldn't be a stunt double. Stunt doubles are athletic, so it just give us a new Gambit. I'm glad we got what we got.
Yes,
loopholes.
Yeah, I'm glad he got to play him though. I'm glad he got to.
For sure.
There was a missed opportunity,
and I think he did a great job too.
I do too.
Yeah, he did great. He did great.
His accent was way better than I ever was.
That shit had me
up until watching that movie.
Every time
I couldn't imagine what his Gambit was gonna sound like until I actually heard it.
Me too.
Oh shit! He sounds great.
He sounds good.
I was impressed. I was really impressed. But it was a couple words that you can hear his white man accent.
But look, he cut the Cherie to Cher. He was like, "What you?" He said something mon cher. Like he cut the Cherie. You say ma chérie all the time. He cut it.
It was brilliant. It was a brilliant movie.
Nah, he was great. He was great. And then moving along, we go to the Deadpool core. We got to see the Deadpool core. And
hey, fellas, I'm sorry, I gotta cut it short, man.
Yeah.
I gotta run.
Do your thing.
Don't run too fast.
I can't. I turned my Achilles last on it. Don't you worry about me. I'll be going nice and slow, like Usher. All right, pause.
Do your thing.
I truly appreciate talking to you, good brother. I hope to have you.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. We're gonna do this again soon. I swear, man.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna be a stranger to the show. Let's do this again.
Yep.
Real soon.
Yep. This
All right,
Nash.
I look forward to checking out this episode.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
See you, bro.
Peace.
Yeah. So.
Warder Wilson, which is his daughter, 2099 Deadpool. They showed Frederick Wheezy Wilson, which is one of the older timeline Deadpools, where he was a relative to one of the presidents.
See, I knew I was going to let you break this down.
Woodrow Wilson. They had British Pool. They had Canada. They had Canada Pool. They had Kid Pool, which was Kid Pool was played by Ryan Reynolds' kid.
Baby Pool. You had Head Pool.
The Head Pool was in there, who actually was able to talk, which I was worried about. I was wondering if they were going to let him talk, which I thought was really cool. It was just so many. They had Samurai Deadpool from the manga. Like it was dope. Which he got his arms cut off. He did the height. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, the baby arms,
man. That fight scene, all of the blood, them fighting through the bus, man. It was
blood
great,
and guts,
man.
man.
And I understand why people say, "Oh, the fights weren't choreographed." He doesn't fight with rules. It's not a movement, action, reaction. You break his arm, he's going to spin around you and choke you to death with his own broken arm. There's no rules in fighting and engagement, and this is how he approaches fights. He's just going to fuck you up however he sees fit. It's not going to be choreographed. It's not going to be pretty all the time. And if you can't understand that, then you just probably shouldn't have watched the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, man, like the cameos, everything. Oh, they finally saved the timeline. The timeline.
Yeah. And he said he made it stable, so which means that it probably won't have to worry about those type of things. But my question is, what universe did our Deadpool stay in? Did he go back to 616 or did he stay in 10081?
That
didn't get answered.
Yeah, they didn't. That was open ended like a motherfucker.
And I felt like, oh, they didn't cliffhanger us. And then I'm sitting there like, where the fuck did he land? That's a deep cliffhanger. We don't know any of that, so that leaves room for others. But at the same time,
so wait, on the post credit scene, where was he when he was? Was he back at the TVA?
He was still in the TVA office.
So is so he could be back in the 616.
Okay. It's
possible. You get what I'm saying? It's possible he could be back in the 616 if he's back in the TVA office.
But Peter said he's homegrown. That Peter was working at the car dealership. I think that was the home. No, because the car dealership was where the friends were.
Yeah.
That's not the regular universe. That was the 10081 universe, bro.
That's crazy.
The movie left off with him not at home.
Yeah, damn. I ain't even think
because him going back home, if he's back at 616, he don't have them. He didn't bring them back in 616. He traveled to where they were.
Damn, that dude.
I need the.
We need more clarification.
I'm gonna have to watch this movie three more times.
I know exactly. Hip Hop Marvelites out there, if you have any
ideas, please let us know
what universe he's in, like which timeline he's in. I should say, let us know. Any last words about the movie before we get out of here?
I got to see it with my main man, which was probably the greatest moment in a really long time. I appreciate that.
That shit was dope, man. We did the damn thing on that.
I went on a date night with my own.
Oh shit! But yeah. But no.
I was waiting to say this.
Yeah, I knew he's waiting. And
I've been waiting to say that shit all day.
Hey. Hip Hop Marvelites, he thinks just like Deadpool at this motherfucker.
I've been waiting to say that shit all day.
But yeah, man. I enjoyed it.
I had fun.
I'm mad we didn't get. I mean, you got to get you to get you a popcorn bucket, but we went. What did they say? They said they sold
out everything.
Cups, every damn
That's
thing.
because there's no guidelines on those resellers, and they shouldn't allow those people. They're not even buying a movie ticket to come in, buy 10, 20 at a time, and leave right out. Even if you are buying a ticket, there should be like a 3-piece minimum on every person, just so everybody can enjoy. Because the bucket was $33 after tax, but you go online, they're like $69 now.
Exactly.
That's not fair to people who just want to have some stuff. Everybody's not a collector. Some people just like to have things, and that's not fair to everybody.
And shout out to everybody involved on the staff of the movie. Like shout out to them, because this is like it's up to like $440-something million.
Yeah,
worldwide box office, and like 200-something for this past weekend.
You can see the love put into that movie. You can see the care and joy that they had making that movie.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
most definitely. So,
that smile on Wesley Snipes' face watching Hugh and Ryan jump across when they were going through the sparkly Marvel circles, as he called it, which was hilarious.
that was genius.
You saw the smile on his face, and I really feel like
sparkly
that was
Marvel circles.
it was a glorious moment in Marvel history, and that movie right there is the beginning of the next 10 years of movies.
So yeah, man, we just gonna end it off like this. Please remember to listen, share, rate, subscribe, everywhere you get your podcast. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you get your podcast, across the board.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? On all social media platforms. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful right there, bro.
Had to play this. You know what I'm
awesome.
saying? Had to play this. I know this Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, but I had to put this on, bro. You know what I mean? You know, so my brother been waiting a long time for this movie, man. Since we talked about this since we first met. You know what I'm saying?
I have 3,300 videos on Instagram right now, and they're all about this guy. They're all Deadpool themed, all of them.
Yeah.
Everything I do.
Big shout out to the Squadron Supreme.
Yes, indeed.
Big shout out to Rick. Oh, shit. Before we get out of here, I do have a Did You Know.
Yes,
I do have a Did You Know, but I'll keep this going in the background.
Yeah.
I'll read these Did You Knows. But big shout out to Rick. Big shout out to Terry. Big shout out to E, Pat,
Wizzy,
Brandis,
you a genius.
Wizzy, you're a genius.
Oh, yeah.
The whole Squadron Supreme.
We appreciate you
Big
all.
shout out to you guys, the Hip Hop Marvelites. What else, man?
We got to go out there. Fucking exit music every time, bro. This shit is dope. God damn, this shit is fucking awesome.
You know
Man, this shit is crazy dope. We got to go out there fucking exit music every time.
So, yeah, let me so Rick sent in some Did You Knows, a few, just a couple of them, and okay, so he said, did you know Dr. Doom cheated Luke Cage out of $200? Doom hired Cage to hunt down some robots, but he disappeared before paying Cage. Not to be cheated, Cage traveled to Latveria with the help of Mr. Fantastic in order to get his motherfucking money. It's not about the money. It's the principalities about it.
Yeah, big worm.
It's the principalities
about it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then, did you know Dracula once hired Deadpool? Deadpool was hired by, you probably know this though.
The Gauntlet, yeah.
Deadpool was hired by Dracula to bring Shikla back to him so he can marry her in order to take over her old lands and unite the monster world under his rule and end a long feud.
That's how he got one of his wives.
Yeah.
He stole him from Dracula.
Right. So, and then one more. Did you know Iron Man has 72 recorded suits of armor? Of the 72, he has worn 19.
That's a deep fact right there. I want to bring that up to another person. I have an Iron Man fan. I want to bring that up to him. He's only worn 19 of his 72 suits.
I'm an Iron Man fan, and I didn't know that.
I didn't know the 72, and I didn't know the 19. Nah, that's dope. Yeah. Again, Rick Derula and his Did You Knows, because he always hits me with stuff I did not know. Only one of them I knew because it was a Deadpool fact, but that's different.
Yeah, man. So we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. I know this is a long, action-packed episode. Shout out to Phil. It was a lot
to unpack, though.
Shout out to Phil. Phil of the Future 3 dropping soon. That's me and
Can
his
y'all
new
put
album.
in the comments that he needs to join the show? Seriously. Put that shit in the comments, because it's going to be in my comment, because I think he needs to join the show. Shit, no, come back to the show. Let me put that in proper terms.
He's still family.
Yeah,
He's part of the squad,
get
too.
back to the show.
He's part of the squad. Dope,
sure.
Dope, excellent MC.
Very well knowledge, very well spoken. I appreciate that banter with that young man. I appreciate that for sure.
Yep. Shout out to Sant for not showing up, nigga.
Right.
But I'll holler at you. We already talked though, so I know your takes on things. We talked about the movie, the whole Robert Downey Jr. thing, and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, man. Another episode in the books.
Yes, sir.
Episode 52. Clean up on aisle 616. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, till next episode. Peace.
Goddamn, I fucking love that.
Young Wizzy, you a genius, partner.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Yeah, baby, bro. Don't stop, don't stop.
It's the biggest in the game. You know what it is. Yo, tats in my face, bag still a chase. All white ones at the pearly white gates. Trunk full of bass, white tigers at the crib. Joy exotic pets in the bed with a bitch. Ducking the feds with a brick. Shots in the crowd like a pledge with the Knicks. Lean like LeBron, very rare that I miss. Cars by the sets, every pair that I pick. Lamborghini on the wrist, how you bragging on the watch? You just supreme me with the chips, boy. Cold nights, play with my heart, you rather hold ice. Roll dice, head crack, no longer low lifes. I bought the projects we was raised in. Bust down $1 million and send it, the niggas caged in. 100 kilos in the days in. I'm trying to get it like niggas who still paying rent. The biggest.
That's right.
Don't stop.
Yeah, never satisfied, forever appetite. What? Jesus Christ, they don't know nothing about sacrifice. Niggas want the perks without doing all the work. What? They don't see all of the hard work, they just see all the results.
Yeah, baby, bro.
Bitch, we never satisfied, forever appetite. What? Jesus Christ, they don't know nothing about sacrifice. Whoa. Niggas want the perks without doing all the work. It don't stop, nigga.
I don't stop, I can't stop, I won't stop, I can't breathe. Especially with your knee, it's on top. Deep breath, microphone drop. I keep going like the freeway, shout out freeway, it's the rock. I got guns like Fortnite, a sharp tongue for sword fights. I look like a born again Christian Dior, right? I'm not contrite, I ain't lit in my nigga, I'm dynamite. Keep a ride piper for niggas who get too piped up. I'm a sniper with this rifle, I'm spitting like it's a cipher. You decipher, is you Mike, is you Beckford, or is you Tyson? I got ice on type of ice on my neck, crawling like Spider-Man mask, gun in my hand before the virus. I sleep with one eye open, one closed, like a pirate. I'm a gun on silent. Pew, pew, pew. Pump up the volume, shots come at high volume. You slumping like you on value. Money don't stop, Arabian money. Y'all need a camel.
Don't stop.
Yeah, never satisfied, forever appetite. What? Jesus Christ, they don't know nothing about sacrifice. Niggas want the perks without doing all the work. What? They don't see all of the hard work, they just see all the results.
Yeah, baby, bro.
Bitch, we never satisfied, forever appetite. What? Jesus Christ, they don't know nothing about sacrifice. Whoa. Niggas want the perks without doing all the work. It don't stop, nigga.
Yeah, baby, bro. Don't stop.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Something, but I only got one leg. Trying to make an omelet, but I only got one egg. I put them all in one basket, then they broke. Now I'm crawling like catfish out of water, but I'm sharp as a tack. I looked the devil right in his eye, but didn't blink though. It's a cold world outside, button my peacoat. Niggas try counting me out and get an ounce of sleep. About to bounce back on my feet. I got mouths to feed. Niggas been sleeping like counting sheep. I'm down the street. You act like my goals is out of reach. 100 miles and running, my palms itching. 100,000 coming. Stay on the ground, cause my owls is hunting. You bitch cowards get hit with the 6 hour. I'm about to blow up on these niggas like Twin Towers. If everybody on your team got each other covered, nobody will fall cause everyone will beat each other's crutches. If you feel it, please. I know you feeling me. Spit this flow from the soul. Swear to God I ain't alone on this road. If you feel it, please. I know you feeling me. If you don't fuck with your cards, it don't matter. It's the luck of the draw.
Smoking horchata, I'm up like floor is lava. All I buy is fly shit, nickname him helicopter. Dream my head like bosses, only dealing real. Got rid of all imposters, gotta keep it still. Cause niggas out here wildin', them Perkins got them nodding. A junkie and designer, perfect lick, I'm being honest. I seen it all before, niggas tripping off the dough. Lost it all, now they do anything to stay afloat. While I'm on the coast, blowing Cubans with my folks. Gotta give a toast, I ain't never did the most. I just hustle like the Reverend, and then I count my blessings and get tired from the lessons learned. Hey, them real life confessions burn. Hey, but they usher in perspective to find a silver liner like a jewel thief detective on a nigga who's suspected. Take heed to directions like I'm holding Smith and Wesson's yelling.
If you feel it, please. I know you feeling me. Spit this flow from the soul. Swear to God I ain't alone on this road. If you feel it, please. I know you feeling me. If you don't fuck with your cards, it don't matter. It's the luck of the draw.
Taking too long with them dice, man. Hand them dice.
Appreciate that. Nobody move.
That's it. We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
I know that you are looking, but...
Cool, confident, cocky, constantly copied. Overconfident cowards get chomped, chewed, claim chowded. Currently chilling on Cayman, Caribbean coast. Currency, Cortez, coins, chinchilla coats. Chronic crops come from cocktails made for catatonics. Cold cock and clamor and clown cheese chatterboxes. Controlling crowded crowds and concerts casually at Caddy Creek. Cannon holes and chest cavities. Crabs and crickets, crack your cabbage, crooked. Coleslaw, cheeseburger, chewing cow, cattle cooking. Contrary to consumer consumption, I'm cut up, chiseled, cob chest, clucking, chicken heads clutter. Choke, cripple, crack it, crony competition. Cool off, collect myself, choose calm decisions. Your cutie cozy cuddles, my carpentry crafted wood. You crying crime, it's cheap like a cop cap's a crook. Charlie Chaplin, silent moving coalition. Cuckoo in the coconut for conjuring that we're coexisting. Crazy co-ed college living, creeping till the casket drops. Cruise card and clothes come from Camp Low catalogs. Chevy Chase, your vacation, cruising check, chilled Sean Dawn, Ciroc, Corona, Bruce on deck. Course of career, of course, came correct, clean, concise. Primavera, you ain't seeing them, bruh. Ain't nobody seeing them. Seeing them.
I know that you are looking, but...
Ain't nobody seeing them. Ain't nobody seeing them.
Murdering many, Ming the merciless, moving mountains mentally, majestic. Million minions mauled off memory. My musical montage mutilates mere mortals. Me and them die the monsters, Madam C's are morsels. Malicious made man, maneuvering molotovs, making a mayhem mania melee. Money motivated, mocha color models, more Moscato. Menage a trois in my mobile motel's the motto. In the Mecca, my moniker is on the marquee, and I am more diabolical than Biz Marquee. Mastering metronomes, marauding ears after midnight. My method is meticulous, delivers like a midwife. Most might mention my music's misogynistic. My memoirs are filled with me massaging mad misses. Married mistresses meet me on mattresses in Marriott's from Mississippi to Massachusetts. Murder mommies in Miami masturbating to my melody. Maria licking Maddie Saw while making out with Melanie. My major mind state is minimizing all your movements. Massive meltdown, by manana, you're muted. Mounds of magic mushrooms, medic marijuana. Make me think I'm in the Maybach making movies with Madonna. Or your mama, the macho man motorboat and melons. Get around, no question, no map quest, no Magellan.
Ain't nobody seeing them. Ain't nobody seeing them.
Sean Dog. I know that you are looking, but...
Ain't nobody seeing them. Nobody seeing them.
All right, you can keep on looking. You'll never find what you're looking for, I'm sure.
You know, all them stories we've been hearing about must be true. In that case, I reckon
we got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
It's the God Ride. I got a team with me. Check it out.
What's in the future for the fusion in the change of rappers are in danger.
Hey yo, Crooked Eye, you ready?
Hell yeah! What's in the future?
Alright, let me get the scratch right.
What's in the future for the fusion in the change of rappers are in danger.
The flow flyer than a stylist in the exit row. I'm walking around with the sprayer like I'm pest control. You took 21 MCs, put them to rest for show. So I smoke 21 more. God rest they soul. Homie, it's King Crook and Rock him. Now who got the rap juice? I'ma let this tune hit your core like I'm Papoose. Cops had me locked, but I snapped loose. I'm powered by the tropical sun, the biological son of Black Zeus. Hang gliding on lightning. I could tell the rain to stop with a acapella main. I'm the cellophane. It's a rap when I'm rapping. Even in hell, I could sell a flame. Wearing energy crystals like it's a Rockefeller chain. I parked my Apollo right at the ancient rituals. My Chuck Taylor's walking on water with the originals. In the middle of spiritual beings, seeing miracles. The women and children cheering so loudly I can hear them go. With perfect timing, they beating the drums going. I heard the shaman, he's speaking in tongues going. Somebody's yelling, I think he's the one. I peeked at the sun, inhaling oxygen deep in my lungs. Looked at, started spitting the hardest written in an auto rap. A verse that can reverse heart attacks when you listen. Jump starting your cardiac rhythm. Brought you back with a sentence from an artist that got it out the mud like an artifact. Now they know my name from Harlem to Giza. Walking out the Apollo with Caesar with hollows and heaters. 64 Impala the speakers. Bump and follow the leader. Another God MC for all the believers. Lord Crooked.
Here come Raw to swing the pendulum. Gun balls, ring ears, and put the fear death in them. Once law, empires fall, so like the Nephilim. Sun God with enough fire to cook the devil in. Rap it with the banger. Shell scared, hell clear. Spitting still clear. To the innocent smell fear. This is hell here. Hey, you lot of dog, man. You ready?
Hell yeah.
Chop them all like a meat cleaver. They too eager, they too diva. I don't give a fuck. My niggas don't give a fuck either. Cut the braids, got the Caesar. These artists merely meager. Mafioso. Police give me amnesia. Law and raw on par. All praise to Allah. Highest form of elevation. Go my R's do bar. I'm parallel. My sword swing very well. Ride like a carousel. Speech Dr. Cornell West. I don't sleep, only rest. Businessman, reinvest. Lyrically, I'm a less. Spiritually, I'm possessed by Elijah. I'm stronger and wiser. For my deductive reasoning, never trust Pfizer. If I'm your advisor, vegetables and fruits, ginger soups, sliding in the Porsche Carrera, great coupe, it's the fastest. Soon as I hit the gases, 0 to 100, all through Calabasas. Spirit of cash is bloomed into Muhammad. Always gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Hit the earth like a comet. To be totally honest, my soul godly aura make non-believers vomit. They can't stomach, I'm so blessed. Envy my success, never mind the fact. My new Louis V vest, my fashion impress the followers. Hennessy swallowers, real dollar for dollars, bullet tip hollowers. Lock.
Here come Raw to swing the pendulum. Gun balls, ring ears, and put the fear death in them. Once law, empires fall, so like the Nephilim. Sun God with enough fire to cook the devil in. Rap it with the banger. Shell scared, hell clear. Spitting still clear. To the innocent smell fear. This is hell here.
Rappers are in danger.
Hey yo, Cannabis, you ready?
Hell yeah. Damascus steel on the ground. Robot heels ain't gotta be round. Achilles get slashed in half by the sound. Arkansas National Guard hard. The job open, it's gone. My squad fast rope over the farm. Seen him hiding in the foliage. Gold price crashing on Forex. He crashed out in a Corvette. Doctor Strange in a levitating bullet train. Locked in chains. Free range chickens with yolk stains. Laying rotten eggs. Filthy fouls with feathers bathed in acid rain. With collapsed veins. Neural link wires hanging out of my brain like braids on charter jet planes. Trying to get away from the Interpol rage. From hooking up back in the day on back page. From the cradle to the stage at The Hague. To the cage, to the grave. I don't wanna play somebody's sick game, so I remain persona non grata to my gristle bone grains, then exhumed over false property claims. Skeletal remains decomposing in greasy melanin dressed in princely robes framed. Beg your pardon, didn't know you were praying. Excuse me, to be fair, let's be clear. What are you saying? Doesn't matter, my elevated language is not conveying. Look at the paintings, my power to compute due to my craving. My due diligence is slipping a bit due to my aging. The mind gap is gaping, the world is reshaping from all the profit taking and the poverty shaming. All the name calling and blaming. My AGI is amazing. From now on, I do the adjudicating. A truth was worth saving. My IG foreign stock options are hyperinflated. Cause don't nobody work as hard as Jamaicans. Either you want it or it's gonna be on you. I'm like Sean Doe mixed with Sun Tzu. Ninja, what you want to do? Discussions are heavy, the grievance are many. The reasons are plenty centered around disagreements over pennies. Of all your enemies, who would you say is more friendly, if any? I cure the world like Dr. Sebi.
Here come Raw to swing the pendulum. Gun balls, ring ears, and put the fear death in them. Once law, empires fall, so like the Nephilim. Sun God with enough fire to cook the devil in. Rap it with the banger. Shell scared, hell clear. Spitting still clear. To the innocent smell fear. This is hell here.
Rappers are in danger.
Yo, Chino XL, you ready?
Yo, rockin' my line, let the beast loose. Somebody better call the paramedics. I said pair of medics, cause you gon' be needing at least two. Scribbling written religion, head on collision, metal airbags couldn't stop me. My word scriptures don't just burn bridges, they collapse them like the Francis Scott Key. Your favorite coke rapper don't wanna do it with Big G. Clearly you can hear the crack in my voice like I'm going through puberty. Since spitting plastic cassette tapes, the Puerto Rican bastard superhero without capes. I'm the reason why they invented faster rewind buttons in the first place. Notebooks for my rhymes are ostracized, get me ostracized. I don't care how many hoodies my op eyes, hope he buys my merchandise. The star in the seven, I'm the prosperous weapon that is formed against you. You better have John Taffet on speed dial to get your bars rescued. Chino XL, but I'm every size what I'm spitting. A small, medium, at large like a midget psychic that just escaped out of prison. Let's rap with the alphanumeric crowds in and out of America. Wanna call the cleric? You just inherited derelict genetics out of generic adobo spice. You can hear it, you imbecile. You're running out of time in a tune with America. Minute don't be discouraged, you pathetic idiot. You are consumed with Derek. I'm clapping at you like Tibetan rituals, driving out the evil. I'm prime and regal. I'm lethal. Don't let the IQ deceive you. The haiku is brutal, sharper than the tip of a heroin needle. I'm leaving you bleeding and leaning fetal. You ain't half a Chino. I'm putting that on everything like red and green tapatio. Even if the record skips, I've been sick as heretic. Born in darkness is a rare shift. Mind readers go insane around Chino when using their gift. And apparently my therapist airless, needed to be airlift. I'm a parentless, fighting effortless. I'm more than barely beat a bear to death, effortless with my bare fist. I bear gifts that are dreadful. If there was a button that wiped out humanity, I'd on purpose accidentally press it. Like, what does this do?